Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Fishbowl. Happy Friday. Um, Come join us together through this journey as we're going to be starting off with the Italian Spider-Man. And after Italian Spider-Man, we're going to be switching it to a documentary on the supernatural. So without further ado.
And we're eating chicken boigas.
Yep, chicken burgers with potatoes.
What is happening? I did not know that was a sound, and so I was scared.
That was from the blurb soundboard.
Oh, that's scary.
That was scary. I was like, what the fuck's going on? How you doing, buddy? We're gonna be doing some Italian Spider-Man.
The blurps are extra loud tonight, so
Yep.
I'll probably scream.
And without further ado, let's start this grand movie. Look at this. It already starts like a masterpiece.
Is he eating a peach?
They got that Disney budget, that's for sure.
Is he actually Italian or is he American?
I don't know. This looks like it was filmed in someone's garage, and then they dubbed over it in Italian.
I agree.
Wow. Look at this quality. Look at this cinematography.
The close-ups.
Yeah, look at this camera work. How they create the tension in the scene. They make you feel like you're there with them at that table.
Not the close-up on the mustache. The suspense is killing me.
It's too real, too real. How's your day been, buddy? What's he got? Ooh. Oh.
Wham! Okay, why is there like jaguar noises? It's giving Nacho Libre.
Yep. No, Nacho Libre was... in terms of production quality, Nacho Libre was a masterpiece.
Yeah, this is something.
It turned into a bunch of snakes. Well, you can see Italian Spider-Man is all about that. He punches everyone equally.
Stop!
I'm sorry, Chad. I'm sorry. I gotta see that one more time.
They literally yeeted a stuffed dummy off. You right onto the motorcycle.
The cigarette.
What
Too
the
fast
hell?
for eyes. Why does it keep doing the jaguar noises?
I really don't know.
What is that?
I don't know.
Is that from this? Okay,
Yeah, I think they just didn't have very good mics.
Gram of uranium yields 20 billion calories, so you can eat it and bulk up at the gym. So Janky, I want you to test that theory. I want you to eat that gram of uranium, go to the gym, and you know, let me know the results. Let me know what happens.
What am I witnessing?
Flirting in the 70s.
By going...
That was short. Tough luck, Casanova. Is it like an orgy or something?
And that's how it's done.
That 10 out of 10 acting, though. You see how much emotion he put into that smack? Oh boy, here we go. Was that Venom? Italian Venom? Why is he pointing like that? Okay, buddy. Thanks for being here, dude.
The acting
Jesucristo.
is choice.
Paparabooby baba. Paparabooby baba. Oh my god, it's Italian Venom. We get to see Italian Venom and Italian Spider-Man in one movie.
Ew.
Oh damn, Italian Spider-Man gets it.
It's giving Ron Jeremy.
I know, right? It looks like Ron Jeremy. You know, he's going to like super jail, but apparently he's like going crazy, so they can't put him in jail. So he like might end up like in a mental health facility, like locked away. Ron Jeremy.
Really?
Yeah. Because he had sexual harassment allegations against him.
Wow.
Can't get an egg fresher than that. Oh wow, that chicken's amazing. Did you ever see a floating whale body then run away because the explosion is equal to? Yeah, that actually I did know that when whales died, so much gas builds up in their body that they like.
That's true.
That's why like you have to like pierce it to like vent out the gas slowly. Finish some housework.
You know what I think happened?
What?
It was gonna be a porn.
But
prom.
then it got rejected.
Yeah, and they were like, nah. So they're like, all right, let's just film a couple extra scenes. And bam, we got a movie.
What? Un coccodrillo. Jesucristo, un coccodrillo. This would be the Italian version of the lizard.
This is ridiculous.
This is better than No Way Home so far.
Not his beer belly.
It's for you, crocodile.
Nice cock.
Isn't that a chicken?
Yeah, I think so.
'Cause it doesn't have the... Hey, look, it's that same guy, the pointy guy.
Who does that? I love how the spider is like drawn on with a fucking Sharpie.
Why did he punch? Wow, Italian Spider-Man is sexist. Italian Spider-Man is really sexist. Mi scusi, signorita. Mi manda il pipini por il culini. Judy, please clean up. Oh my god, what are we gonna see in this microscope?
You can't tell me this
Wow.
wasn't a porn. You can't tell me it wasn't. There's
How do-
no way.
How does that even work? Like, how...
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Ew. I can definitely see Italian Spider-Man going to prison after this movie.
I feel like a lot of people went to prison after this movie.
What's the point of killing her? No,
Oh my God.
Mousy.
Oh. That's a child.
How they avoid showing the needle, like you can tell like it didn't go into anything. Also, that's how you do it. You like take the same needle that you stab the mouse with and put it on the person's arm. That's medically safe.
I think this whole movie is sexist.
Wow. Those special effects, wow. See how they made two of her up here?
Oh my god.
She doesn't care.
Nothing could be as bad as Cannibal Ferox or whatever we watch. With all the animal abuse.
Oh my god, did you see that? He was gonna punch her.
I want them. They're not speaking Italian.
What the fuck? Like,
Can you hear a word that I say?
yeah. It's just that the movie is too captivating. Like, how in the previous scene he punched a woman and was like, "Bring me a macchiato," and then in this one he punches this guy, was like, "Respect women." Like,
He's
What?
got it all confused. This guy, what is his deal?
I had seen this before in a really old GIF. So Captain Maximum.
Absolutely the fuck not.
Or he can turn snakes into people.
And they're hissing. Look at them, they're still hissing.
Oh, he can turn you into a snake. I love how they say like Italian Spider-Man, so does that like mean that in this universe there's French Spider-Man, German Spider-Man? Convenience. It's the vehicle of the future.
I want to know what the budget was for this.
I think it was all of $7. Look at that green screen, wow.
You can see the fucking shadow on the green screen.
Hey Bearman Gab, how are you doing? Come join us through this great, amazing journey.
Oh, it's a journey, alright, so far.
Wow. The green screen is great. It's
If by great you mean
that's
atrocious.
a quality green screen. I'm gonna take a cigarette break in the middle of crime fighting. Yeah, as you can see, they spent millions on the budget. I think this scene might have been the most expensive scene ever because the motorcycle is actually moving.
They just borrowed somebody's.
Probably. Where are those Italian J? Oh, is that the Green Goblin? Yeah, we get Italian Green Goblin.
And Tweety Bird. Who are these actors? Where did they come from? Also, his ass crack's hanging out.
I'm not sure if they're showing. Look, if they're actually speaking Italian or not. Like, it sounds like Italian to me, but I don't know Italian, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, but their lips don't match the words at all.
Oh no, yeah. That's why I thought that they like the movie, like they dubbed it over with
It's
Italian.
not even in English though, or whatever. I don't know what language it is.
Maybe it's like you said. Maybe everything was like completely different because it was supposed to be a porn movie, and then they like remade all of the language.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. This is the acid trip scene.
Yep.
Because Italian Spider-Man ate a shroom in the woods.
It was an eagle eating a snake. That was your day, Bearman Gap. Thank you for being here. Wow.
I couldn't tell you what's happening.
They're not talking right now in the movie, but can you hear the movie? They sort of don't talk, they sort of like mumble. Gotcha, you're still working. Thank you for being here, though. I appreciate you being here. Oh my god, they were recreating the Nirvana album cover. So how did he get to the beach?
Couldn't tell you. I'm telling you. He was on shrooms. Dude, you can't hear the video.
You can't hear the video? What about now? How's the audio?
I'm telling you, it was definitely supposed to be a porn.
Yeah, you don't have to convince me anymore.
Like, there's no way.
Ew, he's so gross. La cartera.
Puoi avere l'asteroide Italian Spiderman, ma la devi vincere come un uomo. Facciamo una sfida al surf-off.
Where do you get the bottle from?
Couldn't tell you. Stop.
Look at that. I bet you they actually had to take surfing classes for this.
Oh, yeah. That's why you can see their feet right now. Not the pan flute. Seriously, like, all the movie focuses on is, like, women's boobies. I, too, scuba dive in a string bikini.
Oh shit, March of the Penguins, here we go.
Where are they?
Happy Feet's gonna come in and beat them up.
Wherever they are, it looks tropical, and there's definitely not penguins wherever it's tropical. Just saying, the geography doesn't...
They must be in Italy, of course, right? Pinguini.
You know that guy can't see right now.
Nope. Is that him actually in the water? What? Oh no, Captain Maximum is still alive. Oh, that was his 7:30 date.
Dove eri ieri sera? Ti stavo aspettando. Occupato? Dovevi portarmi fuori.
Tough luck, Pussycat.
Mio zio è sparito, Italian Spider-Man.
Professore Bernardi. Maximo, vai con me.
Yeah, the special effects are definitely like on par with you know, the leading industry experts. You can see they put in a lot of work into their VFX team for sure. Look at that snake.
Snakes make that noise.
He always has a cigarette.
I love how they're dollar store snakes, like...
Not the
string.
toaster.
The string.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Correction, I think that was the most expensive scene in the film now. Is that real fire? It's such a combination of noises, because whenever he does anything you hear the jaguar noise.
Right? Yeah, that's definitely the noise a snake makes. startling.
I bet you that's not really like that room right now. It's not really in that house.
No.
They just like took the footage from down there without the person noticing. They probably got sued for this movie. Hey, Sanyi, yo yo.
That's a lizard.
Benvenuto alla mia casa, Italian Spider-Man.
Bienvenuto a mi casa. Papara booby papa, papara booby papa.
Esperimenti? L'asteroide.
L'asteroide.
Preciso.
I hate it.
I'm not sure what time it is, but I think that yes, you may have missed half of Italian Spider-Man.
Lo considerò dopo che estraiate la formula dell'asteroide.
Mai, disgraziato.
Farai quello che dico, old man, se no perderai
They speak like Italian and English together.
Yeah.
perde la faccia.
She's like, not my
What?
I'm telling you, this was a porn.
Perdonami, Italian Spider-Man.
Non ti preoccupare.
Damn.
Oh, he's gonna channel the power of the spider now. Oh no, the spider's gonna help him.
It's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Professore, adesso inietti la formula in uno dei miei Michael Crish.
That same sound effect. No, we decided to move the paranormal stuff for later, so it's nighttime when it's the paranormal stuff, you know? So we can do the spooky stuff in the dark. Ooh.
At night.
I'm taking out the trash. At night. Oh no, now he'll create one of them at a magazine.
Adesso non mi servi più.
It's okay. The plot line's kind of rough anyway, so none of it
Yeah,
makes sense. You
you-
could really jump in at any point.
You haven't missed much, honestly. Though you did miss an amazing jumping from a building scene. I'll play it for you again.
I love how this poor lizard, he's just like on this little thing.
Oh, you've seen it all?
Good. That blood is so realistic. That is 100% a dummy right now.
Sorry, Senji. I did put it in my in the Twitter post and in the Instagram story that I do before go live.
Sto morendo.
No, non c'è!
He's dying, just punches him.
No, non c'è!
Sì, sì, è vero. Ho qualcosa per te. Prendi, prendi. È quella rimasta della formula. La puoi usare contro Maximum.
Grazie, professore.
Grazie, grazie. Italian Spider-Man.
La mia Jessica.
Sì, professore.
Ew.
I could never see that again and be okay with it. It was the licking the lips for me.
Hey, there you go, Chad. If you ever want to learn how to seduce a lady, that's what you do. That's what you do. You want to get slapped. So you gotta choke him with the bag.
Oh my god.
Wow.
He 100% put that over that guy's head. Like IRL.
Just takes the gun.
How is this real?
Yeah, just look
I'm
at the
gonna check
sniper
our
scene.
dog.
Okay, I'll pause it. Short intermission, Chad.
I'll take
Italian Spider-Man will return. Can you take mine too?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Official_Senji666 said, the part when he bites the dude and he foams at the mouth is my favorite.
So far, my favorite scene has been when he jumps off the building and it's just a dummy that they threw from the building. We're almost at the end, dang. Based on the runtime, I'm with Olivia on this. This was 100% a porn movie that they were like, nah, let's rework it into a normal film. And this atrocity was the result of it. And the grand budget was probably a grand total of $13 that they used for gas on the motorcycle. Feel like the actors in this didn't even get paid. It's ranking up there with an indie film called The Room.
Official_Senji666 said, it definitely wasn't a porn. It first released on MySpace.
It first released on MySpace. Wow. So babe, it wasn't a porn. First released on MySpace.
Then why is it all about boobs and women's legs?
Sex sells?
I guess. I don't. Yikes.
He did the Jane Spawn. You can see that was a real stuntman there.
It's like when you play with a child and pretend to get shot.
Look at that, he knows instant transmission. Wow. That force. That force of that karate.
Official_Senji666 said, it was just a raunchy Italian comedy parody of Spiderman.
What is he like? He's like, oh, I can use two at the same time? What? he unlocks the dual wielding perk. They can't keep up, he's too fast.
Official_Senji666 said, also as a gun guy he uses more bullets than those clips hold. Loudly crying face.
But I feel that's in every action movie. In every action movie they never reload. Except in John Wick. John Wick's the only movie where you actually ever see him like reload the gun. Why did he have like frogs fornicate? probably shouldn't question this movie anymore.
Yeah, we just have to let it happen to us. We're not watching it, it's happening to us.
Official_Senji666 said, John Wick 4 is coming out March 24th, 2023 and I can't wait.
Can't wait either, man. They had guns, and they were like, "No, let's fist fight them." It looks like he's wearing that mask. Hey, cake maker, how you doing?
Ah.
It is insane.
The ketchup! It's ketchup!
There it is, the foaming on the mouth.
Official_Senji666 said, This pert.
Hey Janine, how are you doing?
They took 2 ketchup bottles and went.
Do you see when he put on the mustache again? It made like a gun reloading noise. Sorry, Chad. We gotta see that again real quick. Thank you for being here, Emma and Janine. How are you doing tonight? Ottimo! Arrivederci!
I didn't know she still existed.
Wow, this is and then they just ride off into the sunset. This was better than No Way Home, I'd say, you know?
What?
Is that a real snake?
Yeah, that one's real. There's like a mix of real and fake ones.
I don't know, it kinda looked like it was somebody's arm.
That's like a fucking pigeon feather. Ooh, baby, let me rub you with this dirty pigeon feather.
The scene is very rough. Watch us get banned for this shit.
I know, I'm like kind of shook right now. What in the 70s fuck?
It's YouTube though, they can't
Yeah,
show it on
I
YouTube.
know. The guy again. Is he eating chicken?
Ew. Ew. Wow. That city.
Official_Senji666
It was loud.
said, There's no nudity in this, you'll be fine, but watch all the way to the end, please. Face with tears of joy.
Face with tears of joy.
Oh, look at that. Was there a part 2? Wow. Spider shirts. Look at that. Look at that art.
Order now.
Look at that art. Wow.
Alrugo.com.
Yep. Wow, that art. Damn. Goddamn. That was amazing.
Official _ Senji 666 said. Nope LMFAO.
Look at that, and we got left on a cliffhanger, and they ended it there on a cliffhanger. Wow.
I feel violated.
Well, I guess that was it for
my review. Is I'm offended.
Official _ Senji 666 said. They never made a sequel.
Yeah, they ran out of money.
I mean, that's assuming they used any money in the first place.
I don't think they did. They just used what they had. They're like, hey, you got a red shirt? Yeah, cool, I got a Sharpie. Let me...
Official _ Senji 666 said. No live they ran out of sexy.
There never was sexy.
I think this movie probably won an Oscar, if I had to guess, based on the performance of the actors, that amazing, beautiful cinematography, you know. Those special effects, the VFX team did a great job, right?
In a parallel universe, maybe.
In a universe where no other movies exist, maybe.
I think if there was a universe where no other movies existed but this one,
it would still lose.
People would be terrified. People would be terrified.
So, next up is a documentary called Crazy Monster Encounters in Real Life, and it's featuring William Shatner.
He went to space.
Yep, he went to space.
In the dick rocket.
Yep, with fucking Jeff Bezos. Yeah, which, you know, that just reminds me that probably Jeff Bezos, like, whatever I ever make from this channel, Jeff Bezos is gonna make more from my own channel than I ever will.
He makes more than I make an entire year in like 1 second.
Yeah, doesn't he make like $1,600 a minute?
More.
More, Jesus.
No, it's more like, I think it's like 40, 60,000 a second. Like, it's disgusting.
Official _ Senji 666
Jeffrey.
said, it didn't win an Oscar, but I'm pretty sure it won Oscar's cousin Pedro.
Rubber the movie and Thanksgiving. Oh my god.
We have watched both of those together.
Oh my god, my favorite part of Thanksgiving is when he's like doing it with the one chick and goes like, you've been stuffed.
I love how Noah was the one that discovered that. How did we even find that? I don't know how we even came across that.
Well, I hope you guys are believers of the paranormal, or at least a little bit into it, because this should be fun.
Oh, I love that little house. It's like a little cottage.
Yes, a scoot.
Met some interesting people. Done some crazy things. See, you just might think nice.
Yeah, Netflix has all the really good B-rated gems, and Amazon Prime also has really good B-rated gems in there.
Ah, yes.
The world is full of stories, science, and things that amaze and confound me. Every single day, incredible mysteries that keep me awake at night. Some I can answer.
You know, I was hoping that by the time Italian Spider-Man ended, it would get dark, but then I remembered it doesn't get dark until fucking 9 p.m. here, so
No.
unless we get blackout curtains, it won't be dark.
by a 7-foot winged demon.
Ah, Mothman!
Did it cause the death of 46 people?
It had 2 huge black wings and no head, no arms.
In Newfoundland, a macabre creature washes up on a
Yep,
local
the house
beach.
in Miradero. That place was haunted.
Are our oceans concealing a mega beast?
It was nothing that either of us had ever seen or could imagine.
And in New Delhi, thousands are attacked by a metal-clawed monster. Was it a man or a beast?
People ran off in absolute panic. They just were fleeing from the scene.
Yeah. It's a weird world, and I love it.
He
How
always
about there?
looks like he's tired or like he's gonna explode.
Maybe it's from being old.
You know, I just had a lovely holiday in Scotland. Edinburgh Castle, bagpipes, the whole deal. Even went to Loch Ness, where Nessie, famous Loch Ness monster, is supposed to live. We got on this boat, went out on the loch, searching for hours, and guess what I saw? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Total waste of time. And $6. Are monsters nothing more than bait to lure gullible tourists? Do things like Yeti, Bigfoot, and Chupacabra exist? I got news for you. They just might.
The turtle, the
Point
turtle,
Pleasant, West Virginia.
the Loch Ness monster
Nearly
has
50
been
years
like
ago, this
theorized
sleepy farming
for
town
like
was
years
brutally
that
awoken by a series of monstrous
it's
events
actually like passed away a long
that
time
are still a
ago.
mystery today.
Because it was one of the theories was that it was just
Ron Coleman
like
is
an
an author.
ancient
He documented the incidents,
sea
which
He was
creature.
began
making
on
eye
November
contact with me.
15, 1966, when two young couples took a drive.
Roger.
You know, one of my
and Brenda
coworkers,
Scarberry and the
she
Mallets
was originally
were
from Virginia, and she firmly believed that the Mothman was real. So, who knows?
driving around in the old TNT area. It was called TNT because that's where dynamite was stored during World War II.
She believed in it, and her mom also believed in the Mothman.
Secluded and dark, TNT was also a well-known
Yep.
lover's lane. But instead of fun, the four teenagers are about to encounter a living nightmare.
All of a sudden, they see this creature that's 6 feet tall, and it's coming to them. It's having glowing red eyes in its chest, which are reflecting the headlights. It had 2 huge black wings, no head, no arms.
La gárgola de Puerto Rico.
It's an ostrich.
All of a sudden, it goes into the air and starts flying. They started racing back to Point
There was a
Pleasant,
town
and
in
the
PR
creature was
that
in
like
back of
claimed
their
that
car.
something like that
Really,
was
they
like
felt
haunting
it
the
almost
town.
was touching both sides of the highway. Red
There was a
glowing
whole
eyes,
event. People made like
no
whole ass
arms, just these huge wings.
like search parties
Reaching
looking
speeds
for
of
it and
100 miles
everything.
an
Like
hour,
one
the
time, like a
chase
party of like
continues
100 and
until finally
something
the
people
creature
went for it.
disappears.
Audio?
Yeah, it's fine. I just
Was there something
it's hard
unpleasant
to hear you.
in Point Pleasant?
The next day, they come back out there and they see it flying overhead. So all of a sudden, you get more and more kind of word of mouth in the town that this creature's been around, people are seeing it. The newspapers hadn't even caught on to the reports yet. So the next day,
I love how they
you
have a
Marcella
statue in
Dennett
honor of the creature.
saying she's going over to one of her relatives' houses, which it's a bunch of houses right along a road that leads to the TNT. She gets close to the house, and all of a sudden, on the roof of the house,
What do you
sees a
think, Chad?
Mothman.
Is Mothman
She's
real?
carrying her baby in her arms and falls on the baby out of terror and fright. Gets
Poor
up, races
baby.
off, and they tell the police too. What occurs,
Can you imagine that's how
however,
your baby
is
dies?
that it's then
I would
that
never
it
forgive
gets into
myself.
the newspaper, and all of a sudden, you had within a few weeks, 200 people.
This
saying
is like
that
some
they've seen
Stranger
the Mothman.
Things bullshit.
This remarkable story sends shockwaves through the town. The media calls the creature the Mothman.
UFO bird.
Local resident
Oh.
Faye Laporte
Hey, Faye.
was 14 years old at the time. 3 days after the first sighting, she decided to visit the scene for herself.
That's the road over there that we drove down, me and my brother, to come out here to try to find the so-called Mothman we heard about. My brother said, well, I'm just going to see if I can find it and prove that it's just somebody in a Halloween costume or something on wires or something. As we got to the area, my brother kept looking past me to the window. I said, well, what is it? What are you looking at? You know, he said, well, don't look right now. He said, there's something beside the car there, by the window. So he slammed the brakes on and just like it was nothing, just leaped right up on the car. Even though it was dark, you could still see the eyes.
This is intriguing. I don't know what I would do if I would come face to face with a freaking Mothman like that.
It was such a red that it's, I mean, I just can't describe it. It's just like a color that you just, it looks like they're really lit up, but it's not a glow, but it's perfectly lit up that you cannot miss it. And it's like, that's all you see when you look at it. It had the features of a bird combined with a human. We were really scared, and I was begging and crying for my brother to go ahead and let's get out here. That's when I
imagine it was some guy in a costume.
Its wings and just flew off in the sky so pretty, and it was gone.
Maybe Bearman Gap,
For the next year.
Like I said earlier, like I had a coworker who was from West Virginia originally, and she firmly believed the Mothman was real, and like her mother also believed the Mothman was real.
Yeah, I have a friend from there too, and she said the same thing.
Yeah, like everybody like from there like believes that it's a real thing.
Supernatural, we can't explain it, something like that.
Also, I still can't get over the fact that people in West Virginia have an accent like this. Like, I never knew.
13 months after the first sighting, they get their answer.
The Silver Bridge between West Virginia and Ohio, starting at Point Pleasant, collapsed on December 15th, 1967. 67 people fell into the water of the Ohio River.
Oh, shit.
46 died, and 2 bodies never were even found.
Low.
There's seemingly no apparent reason for this horrific tragedy. Then comes a terrifying report. The night before the disaster,
what about
the
now?
Mothman was seen hanging
How's
from
the
Silver
audio
Bridge.
mix now?
And people were scared. They were so scared they didn't want to talk about the bridge. They didn't want to talk about Mothman. They didn't want to talk about anything. This town became quiet. And everybody for a long time said that nobody talked. And you still have people that won't talk about the bridge collapse today.
The Mothman was never seen again.
Thank you.
For 45 years, this incredible story has baffled experts. But some believe recent evidence could finally explain the mystery of the Mothman. Joe Nickel is a paranormal investigator with Skeptical Inquirer, Science magazine.
We human beings misperceive all the time. People say, I know what I saw. Actually, they know what they think they saw.
Joe believes the Mothman wasn't quite the monstrous beast it was made out to be.
It's a prank, maybe?
I believe the barred owl is the creature that most clearly fits the bill.
Ew, why does its face look like a...
Vajoosh?
Yeah.
Nickel thinks the answer lies in Linda Scarberry's first descriptions back in 1966.
Her original description of Mothman is of a very large, winged creature. She said it had no neck, virtually no real head, just eyes, very large eyes.
That guy from 90 Day Fiancé. That big-eyed guy.
There are different degrees of
Mothman solved. You guys heard it here first.
Mothman is big-eyed.
Yeah. Close that case file.
Eye shine.
That's true. Nobody has ever like said the Mothman attacked them.
Right? So like, why are people scared of it?
I mean,
I'd be scared if it was like coming towards me.
I mean, if it was just standing there, something like that, I'd probably be like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
you know?
same. I wouldn't stick around, but.
But does Nickel's theory explain the height? Eyewitnesses reported a creature that was 6 or 7 feet tall.
we know that people misperceive, and I'm quite confident that somebody looking and not knowing what it is at night quickly and maybe being
It's
frightened
Hedwig.
by it, I dare say
Yeah.
I would misjudge the distance.
Hedwig on
and
steroids.
therefore misjudge the height. Keep in mind that the barred owl does not fly around with a yardstick in its claw for measurement purposes. So if you're looking at it and you don't know what it is, because it's a funny looking creature, so I think that people misperceive the distance and therefore misjudge the height.
I don't know, he's like
They
making
were
sense,
excited
but
and
at
they
the
kinda
same time,
focused
it's
in
like
on it,
so
and
many
that also
people,
made it loom
you know,
large
Right.
in
their
different
consciousness.
conditions reported like the
Barred
same
owls
thing.
were at the site. This was in the Clinic
So
Wildlife
I don't know, it
Reserve.
seems kind of like
Overlaps with the
improbable
TNT area,
that so many
and
people
there
would
were barred
confuse
owls
a barn
in
owl,
that
you
In the
know?
height.
So
Yeah.
I would say this in summary: if it looked like a barred owl and acted like a barred owl and had red reflector eyes, maybe it was a barred owl.
Incredible, isn't it? Here we have an entire town in fear of their lives from something that can't explain, a creature 7 feet tall that can fly 100 miles an hour and maybe even bring down a bridge, and they blame it on this guy? Don't get me wrong, he's scary. If you're a field mouse, perhaps the real question here is, why did so many people think they saw a monster? And even blame it for the death of 46 people? Weird or what? A psychologist believes there's one sure way to solve the mystery of the Mothman.
that
Using
close.
fear.
I don't
We're going to try
know.
to induce a mild case of mass psychogenic illness.
A mysterious winged creature
That's a
called
thing.
the Mothman.
It's like a
Terrorizes the
psychology
town in
thing.
West
Like
Virginia.
if so many, it's like
Is
people
it
can
proof that monsters
Mass
exist?
hysteria.
mass hysteria. Yeah, like they'll get an
Jim
illness.
Hura
Everybody gets the
is a
same
psychologist.
illness because they, you know,
He
think
believes
they
the
have it and
Mothman can
whatever.
be
and-
explained by a phenomena called
When a stressed people
MPI.
mix up the facts Spiderman Gav said.
Mass psychogenic illness, or MPI, is a psychological term for an outbreak of mysterious illness that has no medical
what you
cause,
said.
but it's entirely in
Yeah.
someone's head. Before you know it, you have a contagion effect, whereby those social symptoms start spreading in a large group of people.
Yeah, so it's like people
Mass
perceive it
psychogenic illness
as
tends
real.
to be associated with negatives because people oftentimes report and care about and give a lot of credence to dramatic things in the environment. And oftentimes, just from our evolutionary standpoint, those are dangerous things, negative things. So when it comes to illness, that's something we want to avoid. So if we see someone get sick, that grabs our attention. Just like when we see something that might be paranormal, that grabs our attention too.
Was Mothman the result of social contagion?
Hmm.
Huron believes he can prove his theory by showing what might have happened in Point Pleasant.
We're going to try to induce a mild case of mass psychogenic illness. I've selected a group of volunteers. I'm going to give them the suggestion that they're going to be visiting a very haunted place in the woods. We're going to take them out there and let their
Wasn't
imaginations
that
take
what they
over.
did in the movie The
Well, we
Haunting?
should see if mass psychogenic
Do you
illness
see
is
that
a
movie?
plausible
Probably, I
explanation
don't
for the
remember.
Mothman
Do you remember that movie,
Exactly, we'll
Bearman
see
Gab, The
a few
Hauntings,
people
that
start
they
having
like gather the
experiences,
people in the
other
house
people
and they
will
tell them
notice
that, oh, it's a haunted
and then we'll see
house,
an
but it
outbreak
like
of similar
wasn't actually
symptoms,
haunted,
if
it
that's
was
what you
just to
wanna
like
call
see
them,
people's
just due
reactions.
to social pressure.
And the new like remake version, it turned out to be actually
Huron
haunted,
begins by
but in
telling
the
the
old
group he needs
classic
their help
version
to
of the
solve
film,
a
it
series
wasn't haunted
of
at all.
disturbing
And one of the
paranormal
characters like
incidents
goes
reported
crazy.
in the area.
Like a Blair Witch type of thing.
As
Yeah.
night falls, the group sets out into the woods.
Everyone stop, please. Everyone fan out.
They are told to turn off their flashlights.
Ew.
Stop.
From this point, they can only be turned on when someone thinks they experience something paranormal.
Not me turning it on all the time, like,
Flashlights come on,
that's just you breathing.
and reports of paranormal activity flood in. Horan believes the flashlights act as social cues, which influence the other members of the group.
You felt a cold breeze? Someone felt cold over there too.
I feel like someone is following me and someone is just waiting to say something. Static electricity on my face.
Let me understand this. Like right here, you feel like there's static electricity on your face? Is it as soon as one or two cues took hold, then you start seeing a flurry of other
This
flashlights
one's too
going on. It
too
percolated throughout the
controlled
entire
though. You know
group.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly what you would
Like
expect with
the
psychogenic
circumstances
illness
where
in a
people
group.
saw Mothman
Tonight's
were all
experiments
so
were
different.
very
This is
impressive
just so
because it kind of
controlled.
confirmed
Yeah.
Obviously, it's gonna
what I
work.
think happened with the
Yeah,
Mothman.
exactly. Like this one,
That is, we have
it's
the
like
right
you said,
type
it's a
of people
super
in the right
controlled
type of environment,
experiment and
an
like
environment
super
that was
controlled
spooky,
environment and like
full of context,
they are
exactly
able to
the
like
same
control
kind
all
of
the
environment that
variables, you know?
Mothman
Exactly.
experiences happen.
Because
And a
like
little bit
Like
of
I would
suggestion
feel
caused a
something too, because you
flurry,
get in your
an
head.
outbreak of
yeah. Also like
experiences
example,
that
like
otherwise wouldn't have happened.
so the one
It's
that was like
exactly
the
what I
two
thought happened
couples
to
in the
Mothman.
car. If you're in a car, you wouldn't.
Was the Mothman all in the minds of its victims? Does this explain
It's
what
okay,
eyewitnesses
buddy.
like Faye
Mama's
LaPorte said?
okay. Iggy gets so scared. It's
You know,
okay. Yeah, Mama's
if
okay.
you were in a car,
He
you
believes the best way to solve
wouldn't
the Mothman mystery
okay.
you wouldn't
is to
stop for a
hunt it
barred
down
owl, you know?
himself.
Like when you're in a car, that
decades,
owl is gonna
I'm
look
in
like
danger!
It's not gonna look like a
That
7-foot
we share our
monster.
world with creatures, legendary beasts, things that have not been classified or verified by scientists. Mothman is a monster in the truest sense of the word. I mean, here you have a creature that doesn't match the description of anything we know about in the natural world. Something that seemingly stepped right out of a science fiction movie. Mothman's main motivation seems to be to chase and terrify people, and possibly leave a path of destruction and devastation in its wake. There are many people who blame Mothman
Nobody has
for the
ever been
collapse of
like
the Silver
actually like,
Bridge,
or there's no
and believe
reports
that
of
there's
anyone
actually
actually
a
like
death curse
dying or
associated with the
disappearing
Mothman.
from
So I would say
Mothman.
yes, Mothman is the ultimate monster.
Gearhart has come to the McClintock Wildlife Reserve, close to where the Mothman was first sighted.
It's very exciting to be here. In the actual location where Mothman was
This
reported
guy
so many
dresses
times back in
exactly
the
what a monster
1960s.
hunter would. Someone who
If Mothman is a real physical
like a
animal,
monster hunter would dress
gonna
like
make an impact on
That
its
guy
environment.
Until
There's gonna
Dawn
be
with the
tracks on the
flamethrower.
ground, nests,
Wendigos.
markings, and the like.
Oh my god, that made me so mad because the guy's supposed to be like, oh, I'm
Using a
super
camera
Wendigo
trap,
hunter man.
Gearhart
Dies in
is
the
hoping to
second
catch
scene he's
Mothman
in. Like, what?
unaware.
What?
This is actually a motion-activated camera with an infrared beam, and anything that passes within that beam is actually going to be captured on this particular camera. I can put the camera out overnight
Ooh,
and
trail
come back the following
cams.
morning to determine whether, in fact, I've captured an image of the subject.
To attract his prey, Gearhart sets up a blasting device, a machine that broadcasts the sound of forest creatures in pain.
He's going and blasting.
So anyway, I started
Many of the
blasting.
eyewitnesses said the Mothman made kind of a squeaking mechanical mouse sound. And fortunately, I have a little sound on here called lip squeak. And I think that's exactly what we need.
Well, yeah, mechanical,
Did you hear that? Something moving
mechanical
around there in the
mouse
brush.
that does
I don't know
kind of
what
like
it was, but
sound
basically
like
that
on
last
par with
sound
what an owl would
definitely
make, you know?
Yeah.
Evoked some type of response or reaction.
With his equipment set, it is now a waiting game.
I still think it's Ed
Will
from
the
90 Day
Mothman
Fiance.
reveal himself?
He's gonna show up and be like, "Give me a kiss, honey."
But if I were a monster hunter, indeed, if I were hunting the Mothman, I think I'd be taking something a little more substantial than this. I mean, at least I think.
Oh my god.
Like this.
You imagine it is just an owl and he fucking blasts it.
Fucking wrecks it.
But we have to ask the question. If monsters really exist, why has no one, monster hunter or not, been able to catch one? Then again, if monsters were just ordinary critters, they...
Venom
wouldn't really be
Vicious, how you doing?
Returning the next day, monster hunter Ken Gearhart checks to see if he's found evidence of the Mothman.
Huh. Well, unfortunately...
Thank you
it
for
doesn't look
being
like
here,
we got
Venom
anything
Vicious.
on
We're
film.
watching a paranormal
I may
documentary.
have been a little bit wrong about the placement of this camera. Lesson learned here is that monster hunting is a very arduous and time-consuming process, and it may take quite a bit of time before we actually get an image of our quarry.
Also, if you were
A
monster hunting,
high-tech
wouldn't you
approach has
put more
failed to
than one
find anything,
camera?
but Gearhart thinks he
I would
knows
think so.
exactly what Mothman is.
Like, Yep,
I
nope,
believe
no
the
Mothman.
Mothman
Street
to be the
right there,
product
like-
of negative energy. Consider for a moment the main location where Mothman was encountered. Many of the Native American tribes would avoid this area completely because they believed it to be haunted by monsters and evil spirits. And then you have the
Mothman
great
is a
curse of Chief
skinwalker.
Cornstalk, the Shawnee chief who, on his deathbed, cursed the area because the white men had betrayed him. So in that respect, I believe Mothman to be the accumulation of all of this negative energy, perhaps brought to life by some type of mechanism far beyond the realm of human comprehension. Beyond that, there have been reports of winged humanoid creatures all over the world for centuries. And in many ancient cultures, for example in Japan, where you have the Tengu, which is a birdman, the Tengu is often considered to be a bad omen or a harbinger of doom. You have the Banshee from Scottish lore. And so in many of these mythologies and folklores, these winged creatures are
A
often
banshee's
considered to
wail.
be premonitions of doom and destruction. So I think that's a very interesting tie-in between Mothman and the timing of the bridge collapse.
His hat has a skull
Was
on it.
Mothman a bad omen?
A metal
Somehow
skull.
materialized in
Or
Point
it had a
Pleasant.
camera instead of the skull.
Could it simply have been mass hysteria created by an owl? Weird. Or what?
You know, maybe it was like some kids just.
Maybe I'll be a Mothman for Halloween.
Let's go to West Virginia, babe. Let's go find Mothman.
Driven through
fisherman
there a couple times.
finds a giant, unidentifiable creature on a beach in Newfoundland.
It was nothing that either of us had ever seen or could imagine.
Are monsters lurking in the deep? Ah, hey, whoa.
You know, I used to love fishing.
Yeah,
Nothing
fishing
better
in a
than
pool.
finding a big ultimate challenge between man and beast. Well, every now and then
You
you
good,
catch
Willie?
something
What is this scene like?
you're not expecting. Strange things that make you wonder, what is living in the depths of our oceans? I don't know.
I
In
feel they could have
2001,
cut that out. Or
Gary Stenson was working
They
as a
actually
fisheries
had him
officer
film that.
in Newfoundland, Canada,
Wow.
when he received the strangest phone call of his career.
Oh, look in Canada.
Got a
That
call
is
from
so
a fisherman.
dramatic.
He was telling me about a creature on the beach that had washed up.
He looks like
He
he could
started
be
to
like
describe it to
Stephen
me.
King's brother.
And it sounded unlike anything that I had encountered.
Mystified, Gary decides to meet the fisherman and investigate the strange sighting.
It's a very isolated area. And as we came up to it, we saw this large creature laying on the beach itself. I've never seen anything that looked like this. The whole thing was tapering to the tail end. And once it got to the tail end, it just broke off. We had thought that it might be something like a giant squid, which we do have here, but there are no tentacles that look like that. It didn't also look like a whale or a shark, which it could be. There was nothing that looked like a head. There was nothing that looked like any sort of structures that we could identify it.
In over 20 years as a fisheries officer, Gary thought he had seen it all. Until now.
I've worked on a lot of whales, and I've worked on a lot of seals, and even some sharks that have come ashore, but this creature was nothing like that. And there was nothing that we could tell where it came from. From a distance, it had what looked like...
Did you do that?
You saw me
standing
press
up
the
all over.
button, babe.
No, I didn't.
It was about 5.5 meters
God
long,
damn
3
it.
meters wide, and about 1 meter high in the middle of it. There were a number of lobes. They looked almost like short arms with notches in between.
That one shook me up.
It smelled a lot like rotting tissue.
You don't
Ew.
say. It's like a dead animal on the beach.
It was
A
pretty
dead
heavy.
whale.
We tried pushing on it. It was solid. It was nothing that we could
I love
move.
how they reenacted it.
So what we did was we took our knives and we tried to cut up and cut into the tissue.
As they cut into the carcass, they made a bizarre discovery.
Ew.
The exterior of it was very hard. It was quite tough, but there was no sign of any organs. If it was a shark, there'd be cartilage, but there was no cartilage. So we looked for bone. If it was a whale, there'd be some bone in it, but none of this either.
It was a giant sea tumor?
We spent a lot of time trying to decide what we thought it might be. Of course, as a scientist, you're very curious.
Giant
and
sea
in fact,
cucumber.
That's a sign of a good scientist to me is somebody who's curious about what they see. And of course, we were very curious as to what this might be. So we decided that the best thing to do would be to take some tissue with it. And we brought that back with us.
It seemed Gary and the fisherman had discovered a creature unknown to science.
A giant scallop.
It looked like a chicken
It was
thigh they
nothing that
put in the
either of us
bag.
ever could imagine. It's not impossible that there's something out there that we haven't seen before that's lurking in the depths.
A giant creature washes up.
80% of the ocean is still undiscovered.
Was it an unknown species or a monster from the deep? And if there was one, could there be others? Remarkably, the answer is yes.
Yeah, I don't know. The ocean's scarier than
incredible.
space to me.
In the last century, giant weird blobs of, wow, I don't know what. They've been washing up all over the planet. Are they something awful from the bowels of ships? I hope
It makes it so dramatic.
In fact, they're so hard to identify that
That's
the only
like
name
that
scientists
gloop
could
glop
come up
stuff
with
you make in
is
school.
globsters. Part glob, part monster. Globster. Clever.
His face is so red.
Right? Like he always just looks like he's gonna explode.
What the hell are they? Matthew Waddell is a professor of anatomy. He believes
They had him face the sun.
It sounds like something very mysterious, something completely unknown to science.
The camera
There
crew
are
on this were
dozens of
like,
reports of lobsters
Hey,
from
living
around the
room,
world
thanks
going
for
back
popping
over a
in. How you
century.
doing today?
They're usually formless and they don't contain
Yeah,
any
that's-
bones. There's no
That
evidence
was
of a
me when you
head
were
or a
trying to
tail
take my
or any
headshots that
limbs.
one day.
Oh my
Just
God, you
big,
were like-
shapeless globs of flesh. But there's no evidence so far that they're anything other than dead whales.
But if globsters are whales, how could tons of bones and internal organs be missing?
every time they say globster, all I can picture is
Waddell
like a
thinks the
lobster
answer
that's
lies
like a
in one of the
mobster.
strongest elements in nature.
Hey Chris, how you doing, brusky?
A protein.
We're
found in
we
whales.
finished Italian Spiderman, so now we're
Collagen
watching a
is
documentary
similar
on the
to steel
paranormal
in
with
terms
William
of tensile
Shatner.
strength. So it's one of the toughest substances
And-
known to man. If you feel the
They
back of your
debunked
heel,
the
feel your
Mothman, and
Achilles
now
tendon. That's
a
big
blob
rope
that
of
washed
collagen
up
the
in
size of your
Canada,
finger.
which is probably just
Now
a dead
imagine
whale.
something like that woven in overlapping belts around an animal 100 feet long.
Italian
And you
Spider-Man
get some
was,
idea of the strength of whale skin.
It was an
It's
experience.
just
You had to
incredible.
be here. It was.
That's
It was a
Scientists
movie.
think
Whale
protective collagen allows whales to dive up to 2 miles below the surface of the ocean.
wow.
They're so cute.
Many submarines would crush before they got down to that depth.
Yep.
Collagen
Yep,
is their
Italian
pressure
Spider-Man
suit when
was
they
amazing
dive,
content
and their
for
armor
sure.
against things like sharks that would try to take bites out of them.
Waddell also believes
The whale's
collagen
just
causes
like,
whales to
"Whee!"
decompose in a unique way.
Oh my God.
Decomposition for whales is an interesting process because whales are different from other animals
See,
in
that's when
two
they
ways
fill up
mainly.
with gas and
The
explode.
first is that they're so big, just their sheer scale influences how they decompose. The other thing is the skin of whales is unique in the animal kingdom. It's incredibly thick, it's incredibly strong. You can hang up the entire weight of a whale by a hook through its skin. When a whale
Damn.
dies, the skin doesn't fall apart
You
the
do that
way
with
that normal
humans too,
animal
though.
skin does.
Yeah.
After death,
A lot
scavengers
of people
rapidly
like.
People do
devour
it for
the inside
funsies.
Yeah,
of
the
dead whale.
suspension that they like put the.
But they leave the gristly collagen alone.
I don't know. That's like too much.
Once
Too
animals have
painful
eaten
for
their
me.
way
You know.
into the body to get the good stuff,
Italian
it's easy for the
Spider-Man was a
bones to
religious
slide right out and
experience.
sink to the bottom
It
of
was
the
a religious
The
experience.
skin falls off like a
Experience
sock
is
off
the
a
right
cliff.
word.
And now you have a 100-foot long tube of skin floating through the ocean.
A
Ew.
100-foot
Monsters have
long
tentacles.
tube of skin.
Strange arms, even hair.
Ew.
I'm saying it was a sea
Can
tumor.
Waddell's theory explain these bizarre features?
Imagine the gnarliest piece of gristle you've ever encountered that's 100 feet long and a foot thick. It
Ew.
lasts essentially forever. It's only broken up, really, by getting pounded on rocks and torn apart by waves. That sack of skin can float around in the ocean for months or maybe
That
even
sounds
years.
so gross.
It can rip, it can tear, it can shred into all kinds of interesting shapes. And the collagen actually frays, just like an old pair of pants.
Ew.
And those threads of
Wanna make some
collagen that
ribs,
stick
baby,
out
from
are
that?
usually pink or red, and they look like hair.
Are
skin
globsters
tube.
simply giant blobs of collagen?
Yeah, you just
floating
like
around in
make it
suit
like
of
a
whale
burrito
skin?
and you squeeze out the
Or are they
contents.
beasts from the deep?
I love a good mystery as much as the next
It's a
person.
big
and I would
skin
love
tube.
to think that there are giant unknown animals in the ocean. And there probably are some new kinds of sharks and maybe even new species of whales, but there's no real sea monster.
Notice there's shadow
as much
on
as
his
I would like
face
to
now.
believe that there is, I have to go where the evidence leads.
They probably
And so
put
far,
something
all of
to
the
block
evidence
the
that we
sun,
have
so it wouldn't be
suggests
like,
that lobsters are just the rotting skin of dead whales.
Dead whales.
Are
Whales.
globsters simply
That's some
masses
cool
of mammal meat?
Stop zooming in. I
Some
want to
believe
see it.
They are proof of something
You wanna see some cool
far more terrifying.
What the fuck?
It would.
Oh, I went to the Smithsonian and they had that thing.
That's awesome.
Strange
Yeah.
creatures
It's
called
gigantic. You can like
globsters are
literally
washing
like
up on
it's so
beaches
big
all
that you
over
can
the
like
world.
walk through
Oh,
it
wow.
like no problem.
Are they simply dead whales?
Do they make face cream out of that? I don't think they would make. Well, who knows? Maybe.
Dr. Hans Larsen
Don't they
is
make
a
face cream out
paleontologist.
of anything?
He thinks globsters could be a living relic
Stop saying globster.
from our ancient past.
Would you rather
The
they say skin
researchers
tube?
who point to globsters and say they're nothing more than whales, they're probably right for most cases. But pretty much the entire ocean below 100 meters depth hasn't
Nope.
been explored.
Nope.
Some areas of the ocean are over 6 miles deep.
Ooh.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, like the
Larsen
Mariana Trench
believes
is like 7
that
miles.
a terrifying creature could be lurking in the depths.
Absolutely not.
The megalodon.
Megalodon is a huge fish.
I've heard
It looks a lot
megalodon's
like
dead.
a great white shark, but it's much bigger.
It is known as the Tyrannosaurus rex of the deep, a monster that terrorized the ocean for 25 million years, and the right size for a globster.
It looks like.
This is a tiger shark, about 15 or so feet long, and look at the size of the teeth and the size of the mouth. So it's pretty impressive. I mean, this would be scary enough
Looks
in
like
the water. Should you be in
Audrey
front of it.
2 from
But
Little
compare that
Shop
to
of
a
Horrors.
megalodon, and this is an average size tooth.
Feed me
Would
Seymour.
absolutely be a monster.
Most scientists
I don't know,
believe this marine
Megalodon is
monster
like
became
such a
extinct
far-fetched,
1.5 million years ago. But remarkably,
Nah, I believe it.
Larsen isn't so
I
sure.
feel like Megalodon's more believable.
May have driven Megalodon to
More
extinction.
believable than the
I think we should be a little
Mothman.
skeptical about that because all the other animals in the ocean survive quite well. And if that whole
Damn it.
ecosystem could
Yeah,
survive
I
the
do think.
global cooling
Yeah,
of the
true.
oceans and the
Megalodon's
ice
more
ages,
believable than the
why not
Mothman.
Sharks have existed since like.
The dawn of time.
Yeah, like they're the oldest creatures.
The sea
Sharks and scorpions.
was supposed to have died out
And
65
I
million
think
years
crocodiles too, right?
ago. The
Buddy?
dinosaurs.
Hi.
But
We
then
have
in
a land
1938,
seal.
Yeah, we have a brown land
fisherman
seal.
hauled one up.
He's a
Are
land seal.
megalodons alive?
Yes, he is. He's a land seal.
Could globsters be washed up remains of a 25
Diddle.
million year old living fossil?
We have glimpses of some other fishes down there, other sharks and other non-shark fishes, but we know practically nothing
Ew,
about them.
I hate eels.
I think that,
Ugh.
that world is just unexplored. If the
Yeah,
megalodon
they're gross, huh?
was one
Yeah,
animal
they're
down there
gross.
that we didn't know about, there could be a huge range of other animals as well, non-air breathing animals. Things like other squids, other fishes, both sharks and non-shark fishes, other invertebrates. Who knows what
This
other
guy
kinds
is
of
giving like
crab-like
2007.
animals or arthropods
Chris
or-
Angel.
or
Yeah.
jellyfish.
It was a Chris Angel.
Yeah, he kind of looks like
mind
that.
freak.
Killers lurk in our oceans.
Or like he's definitely
Are
a
they
Chris
monsters
Angel
of the
fan.
deep, or just globs of super strength blubber?
Super
Weird.
strength
What?
blubber.
I think it's just whale skin.
Yeah, like that one's definitely just a skin tube. Oh shit! Look at that, 565 AD, the first Loch Ness recording.
Wow.
In India,
Yeah.
a rampaging man-beast causes widespread panic in the nation's capital.
They scream and cry and run
I was
off.
watching a
It was absolute
serial
panic.
killer documentary
Are
about
scientists
the
creating man-made
killer in
monsters?
Delhi.
You know, when it comes to trying to
it that?
prove there's no
No.
such thing as monsters, there's one big problem. There's just no hard evidence. They never
It was
seem
a
to
real
hang
man.
around long enough. But what if we're looking in the wrong places? What if instead of
I
creepy
mean, like,
shadows or
that
deep,
sounds
dark
like it was a
corners of our
person, because, like,
imagination,
I don't know, as soon as you,
the
like,
monsters we're looking for
like
are
bring,
right
like,
under our
metal or
noses?
something like that, you know, that
What
just,
if
like,
we're
that's
the ones
man-made, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's a
creating?
person.
Sanal Damaruku is a journalist.
He wanted to post
He was
in
in
his
Delhi
bookcase.
in the summer of 2001 and witnessed one of the most bizarre events in long history.
It became very, very warm. The temperatures went up to 48 degrees Celsius with enormous humidity, which made life unbearable. Nobody could sleep in home, especially the poor section of the town. A lot of people have been sleeping on the rooftop.
Isn't Delhi, like, the most populated
As thousands of people try
town
to
in the
escape the
world?
heat, they have no
I don't
idea
know.
a 6-week reign of terror
Strike a
is about to begin.
pose. Strike a pose, baby.
Two factory workers said that they have been sleeping on the
I prairie dogged it.
balcony in the evening, and suddenly some strange creature jumped from the floor to the second floor and scratched them, attacked them, screamed and went off.
Screeched and then went off.
In a city home to thousands of monkeys, at first the attack seemed
That's amazing.
unremarkable. Until the victims described what they had seen.
They probably steal a bunch of shit. You know, if
Monkeys? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, like,
2-3 special things: metallic clothes.
They're like
then there's
deer
special
there.
lights
like
coming from its
raccoons, you know, like how,
forehead.
like, raccoons
One
freaking
green
try to steal
and the
everything.
other
Yeah.
red.
And, like, they
And the
try
lights
to
were
do it in
moving,
your face, you know,
and
they
it
get
flashed,
close and, like,
made a special
this is
different
mine
sound
now, and,
and
like,
the
try to
second
run away, like,
This mine now.
yeah, those little bastards.
People have been speaking about this special creature.
Like, oh, raccoons, so cute.
What
No,
had
raccoons
attacked
are
the
devils. They're
Within
cute, tiny
24
little
hours,
devils.
The newspapers give the creature a name. The Monkey Man.
The monkey man. Monkey man.
The very next night, it strikes again. By the end of the week, there are reports of a dozen more attacks.
People were so afraid. People ran off in absolute panic. They just were fleeing from the scene. They scream and cry, and hearing the sound, people shut off the windows, close lights. You know, it was
Oh
absolute
yeah, that's
panic.
true. So you know that in Puerto
All the
Rico,
victims describe the same thing.
Scientists were like
A hairy
doing
creature
experiments and
with
stuff with
metallic
monkeys,
claws
and there was
and
a small
strange
island off the
lights.
coast. And the assholes, once they were done with the experiments, they just left the monkeys there on the island.
Everybody has
You
been
know, and like the
speaking
island
about,
has like no like natural fresh water in it.
So they
either.
just left them there for dead.
No, here's the best part. They swam back to the mainland, so like now Puerto Rico's like, you know, crowded with monkeys
Oh
everywhere.
my god.
By the neighboring country Pakistan to make trouble in India.
But then comes a new twist. As rumors grow, so does the panic. Just 2
A
weeks
weapon
after
to
the first
surpass
sighting of the
Metal
Monkey Man,
Gear.
the entire city of New Delhi is besieged by terror.
So many people have been injured. Initially,
Yeah, they don't even belong to
every
PR, the
night
monkeys.
we had 5 to 6 people got attacked by the monkey man with scratches, bruises, and other body damages. And the number increased. Later, per night, there have been 120, 130. People got attacked by the monkey man. And there have been more than 800 people hospitalized at different parts of the country.
My god.
He went on a rampage.
I'll say.
Oh.
One lady was on a rooftop sleeping.
Killed someone.
And someone saw the monkey man, screamed, and the whole people started running off. She has been running off. And she fallen down from the second floor, straight down, hitting the floor, and she died.
Well, yeah, this one I
In the
feel is
following days,
definitely
more
like
people
they were
died
saying
as
like that
crowds
mass
rushed
hysteria,
to
mass
escape.
panic.
Yeah,
As panic
I
grows,
think so.
New Delhi becomes a ghost town.
People were so afraid to come out. The Delhi streets were completely empty after 8 o'clock. Totally empty. Not even a car would go out. The whole city was completely afraid.
Tending to our seal.
Then, just as the terror
Hi,
reaches its
baby.
peak, the incredible
Poor
happens.
seal got his nails clipped
There was
today.
no monkey man reported
And he
anywhere
got a
after
bath too.
third or
Yeah,
fourth
he
week
got a
of
bath.
May,
He got a
and
spa
it simply
treatment.
Yeah, you're a
disappeared.
clean doggy now.
What happened
Yeah.
in New Delhi?
Hi.
Something held this giant city in its fearful grip for weeks. Was it a monster?
Monkey Man
Could
hysteria.
the Monkey
Crib
Man
City.
be real?
What do you think, chat? Could the Monkey
Jay
Man be
Lakani
real?
is a teacher of the Hindu religion.
Don't think you're gonna fit.
He believes the
Poppy.
Monkey Man can be explained
You
in
don't.
culture.
Ooh, careful.
There is nothing here that would make me feel there
Hi,
is anything
buddy.
more than superstition.
This is a rare
rolled up
land
with
brown
fear
seal.
Yeah, this
and
is
rolled
a
up with
brown
the idea
land
of
seal.
religious iconography.
Hi.
It just cannot produce the story.
You're so handsome. Oh my goodness.
Lakani thinks that powerful religious beliefs could have helped create the Monkey Man.
Ah, baby.
Powerful religious
In
beliefs,
the Hindu
like
tradition, the word avatar is very central.
it was still like
Avatar
attacking
means
people,
one
you
who
know,
descends.
like
The Hindus say the spirit is a habit of descending to earth in human form.
In the Hindu religion, gods known as avatars are believed to descend to earth in times of need.
So
Many
what was
are
the need for
depicted
the
as
Monkey
part
Man?
human, part animal.
Aren't humans
Was the Monkey
animals?
Man
Yeah.
a well-meaning avatar that was mistaken for
You're
something evil?
okay. Why are you freaking out,
India is a
buddy?
poor country.
He's
started
scared of the
with
Monkey
lots
Man.
issues. So it's understandable the public
Are
would
you
like to
scared of the
project the
Monkey
idea.
Man?
I
that
don't
an
want the
avatar is
Monkey
here
Man to
rescue
eat me,
them.
Mom.
Any sober
Hey, you
Hindu,
gonna
when he
come
looks
up
at
here
the
with
story in a very sober manner, will immediately come to the
Tito.
conclusion that this was not an avatar. It's not just my take on it, but every sober Hindu, no sober Hindu
He's
would
so
really
handsome.
Such a
consider this
nyoni
to be an
nyoni
avatar,
Bobby.
because there is nothing that the monkey has done which in a way reflects what an avatar is all about, which is to benefit humanity, not frighten it. You see, a lay person is very, very gullible. I suspect it is quite possible that a few pranksters got together, dressed up a couple of monkeys, and had set them loose on the streets of New Delhi. But for a lay person who is kind of steeped in religious tradition, it is understandable that suddenly when he sees a few pranksters, he somehow projects his own idea that this is an avatar on the streets of New Delhi.
Yeah, this one
Were
definitely
thousands of
screams
New
like it
Delhi
was a
residents
prankster,
victims
you
of
know?
pranks
Yeah, because
blown
like,
out of
I don't know.
proportion by
Humans are
widely held
so
religious
similar
beliefs?
to monkeys that it's like...
Yeah.
Did the Monkey Man exist at all?
I don't think the monkey man existed at all. I think all these things combined with a few real monkeys kind of jumping about and perhaps some pranksters getting onto the act is the reason why we have got this story developing in India as an avatar coming down to earth.
So is that the end of this mystery?
That's like la Llorona de Lajas in
Could
PR, like
Monkey Man be
for a
product
long
of the human
time.
imagination?
Everyone's like,
Not
La Llorona,
a
La Llorona. Everyone was like, it's a
religiously
banshee,
inspired
it's a
delusion.
wailing ghost, blah blah. And it was
Manifestation.
these two guys that like got dressed up to like scare their buddy who was a gas
Recently
station clerk.
declassified
Oh my god.
And like they would just like go to scare him, right? And like random people,
Soviet
passerbys,
genetic
like saw it, and the rumor like super spread it like wildfire. And then everybody believed like, no, that road is the devil's road. Don't go there.
Oh my god.
Weird.
Hi, buddy. You okay? Oh, buddy.
In New Delhi, thousands of people claim to have been attacked by a metal-clawed monster known as the Monkey Man. Was it simply mass hysteria? Or religious superstition? Scott Marlowe is a cryptozoologist with a remarkable theory.
Cryptozoologist, what does that mean?
I believe monsters exist.
Doesn't that mean
they
fake?
may not necessarily be the
Crypto?
Saturday or Friday night movie version of the monsters that terrify us on the silver screen, but there are things out there that go bump in the night that are terrifying, to say the least. When I first heard the story of India's Monkey Man, I was pretty
got an
certain I knew
Indiana Jones
exactly what it was.
Marlowe's theory is controversial and alarming.
Stop staring at me.
He thinks the Monkey
looks
Man
like Uncle
is a
Vernon
real-life
from Harry
monster
Potter.
He does.
created by us.
Monsters exist, and we certainly have the ability now with genetic engineering to create them. Based on some of the descriptions, there's a distinct possibility that monkey men could be some kind of human-ape hybrid.
Could someone have created a creature half man, half ape? And if so, why? Incredibly, this concept isn't as weird as it sounds.
Aren't humans
It
already
could
like
even be
technically
based in fact.
Technically,
or
yeah.
primates.
Declassified Russian military files have allegedly revealed that in the 1920s, Joseph Stalin secretly tried to create a super soldier.
The super soldier is a genetically engineered creature that is designed with a military purpose in mind.
Captain America.
Stalin commissioned a scientist to attempt a hybridization who went to Africa, collected ape DNA, and then attempted to impregnate human women with the sperm of these chimps that he collected the material from.
You can hear it in his voice that as he's saying this sentence, he's like, I hate myself
Yeah,
for
he's
saying
like-
this out
he's like,
loud.
"This is
Strength of an ape, which is known to be about 7 times that of a human, with the intelligence of a human.
Incredibly, Marlowe believes Stalin wasn't the only one who was messing with nature.
Oh no, 100%.
And not to be outdone by the Russians, we attempted to do the same thing. The attempt was not successful by all accounts.
Of course not.
But a lot of that had to do with the lack of knowledge on the genetics. Today, it could probably be done.
Are scientists using modern technology to create super soldiers from humans and apes? Could this explain the monkey man?
Some of the evidence that the
fucking reenactment.
Human-ape
It's the
hybrid
worst.
could be that they are frequently reported wearing some sort of helmet or flashing lights and that kind of thing, which would probably be
Maybe the
some sort of
Mothman was the first super
device.
soldier.
The most alarming feature that's
Mothman,
reported
the
are
first
metal
Avenger.
claws. That seems more of a military weapon. If such experimentation were going on and these creatures were intelligent enough, as presumably they would be, to escape from the facility that was creating them, they could certainly account for the monkey men.
Was the monkey man an escaped super soldier?
Maybe.
And why, in an age of predator drones and nuclear bombs, would India need one?
Creating a super soldier using
For funsies.
hybridization genetics would probably be a good solution for a country like India, where, yeah, they belong to the nuclear club, but it's not a very popular solution to solving one's problems as a country. A super soldier might be engineered for stealth purposes. They could pursue this type of a thing, especially since in India, monkeys and apes running around are not at all
It's
unusual.
like fun to hear all the different theories
They could
that they all have.
infiltrate,
You know,
they could
like-
blend in, they could perform a number of different things in terms of intelligence
Need a
gathering
bigger
or
chair,
otherwise
huh?
performing some sort
Maybe
of
someone
military
gave a
function
monkey a
without
Freddy
going detected.
Krueger glove, and it just went crazy.
I do know if monkey men had been created with genetic engineering for a military purpose, I would be extremely concerned,
hurt
if
your
not
back,
deathly
buddy.
afraid of the outcome.
Was a hybrid man-ape let loose on the streets of New Delhi? Are we creating man-made monsters? Weird. Or what?
Chupacabra, yeah. Goat sucker. Yeah, the literal translation is goat
Really?
sucker. Yeah. Chupacabra, because chupa is like suck and cabra goat.
So there we have it. Monster stories from all over the world. In West Virginia, a winged monster 7 feet tall with red eyes terrorizes the town of Point
Ooh,
Pleasant.
chat, what do you feel? Do you guys wanna do one more
Never.
paranormal
A
documentary? Or
mysterious
do you guys wanna
giant
go
mass
to
of
the
flesh
try not
emerges
to
from the
laugh?
depths
Are
of the
you
ocean.
stuck?
Yeah,
And in
Chupacabra is a
A
hoax.
half-man, half-beast attacks thousands and sends an
He's
entire
stuck.
city into panic. Are these bizarre stories evidence that monsters exist? Can we dismiss thousands of
I
eyewitnesses
think he's stuck.
who claim these things are true?
I think he's exactly where he wants
You
to
decide.
be. Hey, the Bobby.
Join me again next time for more stories that will undoubtedly be weird or what?
So yeah, chat. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to do another of these documentaries, or do you guys want to go to a try not to laugh? Ooh, there's one about aliens. I'm making an executive decision. We're watching the aliens one. Wanna watch the aliens one?
You know, I've been around for a
him
while.
to sit on my lap,
Met some
but he
interesting
can't
people.
fit.
Done some crazy things.
You want to sit with Dada?
So you just might think that this
Yeah, you can sit with Dada. Look.
take you by surprise.
Sit with Dada.
I gotta fix this a little
You'd be
bit
wrong.
so I can
Hey,
like.
sit with Dada. Oh.
Yeah, let's
Here,
watch the one
buddy.
about aliens.
Sit with
World is
Dada.
full of stories.
Come on, puppy.
Science.
Joelio, how you
amazing,
doing?
confounding. Every single day, incredible mysteries that keep me awake at night. Some I can answer.
You can't fit with me, honey.
Others just
Ooh.
defy logic.
Oh, what I do? What I do? Oh, there we
I
go.
don't know. You can try to sit with me. I don't know if you'll fit. He wants to
You
sit
know, I've
with
been
me.
around for a while. Met some interesting people. Done some crazy things.
You can try to sit with
So you
me.
just
I
might
don't
think
know
that
if you'll
this
fit
not
though.
much that can take me by
Just fair
surprise.
warning, your legs are gonna fall asleep.
I don't know if the chair is big enough.
My blow me's Joelio is also a fellow
The world is
streamer,
full of
virtual
stories.
bartender.
Science and things that amaze and confound me. Every single day, incredible mysteries that keep me awake at night. Some I can answer. Others just defy logic. Are aliens among us?
Sit with Mama.
In
Did you see that
Colorado,
alien
a
mask
farmer
that they
makes a
showed?
I missed
gruesome
it.
discovery.
It's so good. You gotta
Defy logic.
see it.
Are aliens among us?
I love it.
In Colorado,
Doing good,
a farmer makes
Joelio.
a
We
gruesome
watched
discovery.
Italian Spiderman, and now we're in the Paranormal.
A cow is mutilated by technology beyond human comprehension.
Skinwalker Ranch.
My first
Oh,
thought
shit.
was,
Thank
they're
you for the
bad.
cheer, Burbank.
Official _ Senji666 said, "Sorry I missed that shout out request. I'm still vetting videos."
Oh, don't worry about it, Senji. I did the shout out. Like I didn't ask for a request or
Are they
anything, so
being
you're fine, bro.
abducted by extraterrestrials? But there's nothing.
Because I know you're doing that, so I was doing the shout outs.
And in the USA, an astronomer makes a remarkable discovery. A cryptic message from outer space. Could this be the first scientific evidence
Yeah, we saw
of
the
alien
Mothman
contact?
and an identified
Yeah.
Blobster and the Monkey Man from New Delhi.
It's a weird world, and I love it.
There you go, buddy.
Oh, he's got a crack nail that's stabbing me in the thigh.
Yeah, there you go, bud. There you
Aliens
go.
exist. And
He's
much
like
more.
freaked out. It's
They
okay.
not only aim to take over our planet, they're already here.
It's like the hammock. He gets real freaked
And they're
out.
breeding with us. You think I'm crazy? No. Well, maybe.
Hey.
But think
You
twice.
sound crazy,
More
William
than
Shatner.
15 million Americans claim they've seen a UFO, and let's face it, most of us
This
believe
is a rare
aliens
brown land seal.
somewhere out there.
Not to be confused with the American
Now,
pit
all
bull.
over the planet, weird, unexplainable, and sometimes horrific events
That
are telling us
stinky
something
breath.
else. They're not only right here, they're up to no good. Weird?
Aliens. You guys remember fucking
San
the
Luis
History
Valley
Channel, the
is a beautiful
aliens
corner of
guy?
Colorado,
Ancient aliens?
and home
Yeah.
to hundreds of cattle ranchers just like Mike Duran.
Skinwalker
I
Ranch.
grew up in the area here, lived here all my life.
But on March 8th, 2009, Mike's
He wants
perfect
to be
world
with you.
was shattered
Oh, I don't think you can
when
fit
one of
with
his
me,
prized
baby.
cows went missing.
Last time we saw her was Friday for sure. Sunday when I came to feed, I
don't
noticed her
think
little
you'll fit
baby
with
was by
Mama.
itself.
It's not unusual for cows to get separated from the herd.
Yeah, I don't think you'll
Thank you
fit
for
with
being
Mama.
here,
Farmers must
Joel. I
find these
appreciate you
valuable
being here.
animals
And,
and
you know,
fast.
everyone in chat, thank you so much.
So I went around the property
Appreciate you
looking
guys
for her,
spending time
and I
with
did not
us.
find her. So I went on the ridge, and on the ridge I
Well,
could see the
we
whole property.
scoured
very
the
good.
internet for weird videos like this one.
Finally, Mike finds what he's looking for. But it's not good news.
I figured while she came
Poor
down,
cow.
she just died. Thought to myself, well, she's been a good cow.
It's a
But
skinwalker.
on closer
Aw,
inspection,
thank you, dude.
Mike makes a
You're fun
horrifying
to have
discovery.
here.
And that's when I noticed that her
You're
udders
all
had been
fun to
removed.
have here, chat.
And then I looked and also noticed that
Damn.
the female organ around the vaginal area had also been cut out. And it's weird because there's no blood around.
That sounds like it was some
It
weirdo.
appears
Yeah.
Mike's cow has been brutally mutilated. But
That's
remarkably,
weird, huh?
this senseless crime isn't the only one.
In the dead of night, someone or something crept onto the Martin property and removed the sex organs and other parts from a 700-pound steer.
I don't see anything on this side.
Garth Lamb had never seen anything like it.
It appears to be something very sharp.
During the last century, cattle mutilation has been reported all over the world.
That's weird.
The
That's,
incidents are all chillingly similar. The animal's sexual
Skinwalkers.
organs, tongue, eyes, and ears
But
are
would
often missing.
skinwalkers be obsessed with the sexual
Its blood
organs?
has been
I don't
drained,
know. But they mutilate cows. At least
and
in
there's
the
no evidence
skinwalker
to
ranch.
identify the attacker.
Because that kind of
Mike
also
believes
sounds
he
like
knows what is
some
responsible
freakazoid.
for the vicious
Yeah, some
mutilations.
sicko. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna
Cuts
collect
are
cow vaginas.
something that you cannot just make with a knife or anything. It looks like it's cut and cauterized at the same time, like a laser cut.
That's
My
bizarre.
first thought
Yeah, go
was
for it, Senji.
they're
Do what
back.
you gotta do, dude.
I believe that it's not something from this world. People may think I'm crazy, but I think it's likely that it's something extraterrestrial or aliens.
Do you want to get down?
You wanna get down,
It's
buddy?
horrific, isn't it? Innocent
down.
cows, farmers' friends, sliced and seemingly dissected, mutilated, beyond
Ew,
recognition by
look at those
something
cows. Oh, that's
bizarre.
creepy.
Waste of delicious steak. Can we simply blame aliens every time something weird like this happens? Why should they take the rap? But if aliens aren't beating up our beloved bovine,
You're fine, you're
Ooh.
fine.
There you go, Bobby.
what?
He's so big he panics because he doesn't like being picked up.
Arkansas State Police
Yeah,
Officer
there
Sergeant
you
Rick O'Kelly
go. There you go.
and Sergeant Doug Fogley
That's
are
better,
cow
huh?
mutilation experts. They personally
That's
investigated
quite a
nearly
title.
40
Cow
identical
mutilation
cases
expert.
in Washington County in 1979.
Yeah, I know, right? Why, like, wouldn't
We
aliens
started
be
having
more
a
interested,
rash
like,
of
in
mysterious
humans in
deaths
general?
of, livestock. And our job
That's
is
your
to determine
blankie.
whether a crime has occurred.
I got to review
Poor
most of
Cowie.
the cases in Arkansas, look at their photographs, and go to a few scenes.
That guy talks
There were a
like
lot
the.
of theories.
He's got
A
one
lot
of
of
those
people crawled out of the
things.
woodwork.
Yeah.
But this was a crime they had never seen the likes of before.
There you go. Good boy.
They decided to use detective work to try and solve it.
I wouldn't like that on my resume either. Cow mutilation expert.
You know, what might be causing these cattle mutilations.
The cow mutilation life. You don't choose the cow mutilation life. The
study
cow
sick and
mutilation
dying.
life chooses
From the moment
you
of their death. They hoped
for a nice
the
steak.
experiment would reveal how injuries in the mutilated animals
Yeah, that's true. Maybe
might
that's
occur.
why aliens take
What
cows
we were
for
seeing
steak.
within just a couple of hours, these animals would start to bloat from the gases inside, and that would force all their organs
Biologist,
outside.
mammal mastery
The eye that
cow,
was,
massacre
turned
mutilation
up,
expert.
that was exposed to the air. It was missing. It was gone. The tongue was missing.
That one sounds
and
more,
sexual organs of the
more
animal,
fancy.
They were all gone.
But could escaping gases account for other classic signs of mutilation? Could they produce the precise laser-like cuts Mike Durant found on his dead cow?
There
That's
was a
like
lot of
so
talk
weird
about
though that they
surgical
cut out
incisions
the
and things
cow
like that,
vajoosh.
but this was
Yeah,
all
like
it's Mothman.
anytime you have an animal like that that's laying out in the hot sun and it swells up and all its organs get pushed out through its anus, you're going to have some blood out there, and the blowflies cleaned it all
Go
up.
for the Kobe
I mean, this was
cows.
a
Those are
classic
really
cattle
yummy.
mutilation. The flies would lay the eggs in the carcass and within just a very short period of time, they'd hatch out into maggots and these things.
Those aren't maggots, those are
They
mealworms.
took care of it very quickly. We were able to produce that in our experiment.
There's no difference in the classic mutilation photos and the photos taken by Washington County.
I'm absolutely
Can tell he's
positively
serious.
convinced that our experiment proved it beyond a shadow of a doubt, and the results for the past 30 years, I think, back that up.
It's a compelling experiment, but questions
He's like those
remain.
guys, that guy from that commercial,
kills
remember when he's like,
seemingly healthy
you
animals?
don't always die from tobacco. I shouldn't be laughing, that's not funny, but they made a song out of it, okay?
Is an investigative journalist. He's been independently researching livestock mutilations since
He looks like they
1992.
told him like, okay, can you
I
pose?
find it very hard to believe
but like never
that
told them when
aliens
they
are
were like
coming
done
light
filming.
years
Yeah.
And so he
to
was just
harvest
like,
parts for lipinized stew or
are we done?
souffle or
Are we done?
for whatever
Can I
reason.
move now?
Somebody
cut
somewhere knows. what
Like
is
they never
behind
said cut,
these
just walked away.
perpetrators.
Chris believes the answer is far more sinister.
We have 350 reports, very good documented reports of helicopter activity in and around cattle mutilation sites.
Helicopter,
And since then, we've had
helicopter.
about 100 more.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
What I think is a scourge in the food chain, which is known as mad cow disease.
Mad cow disease.
Mad cow is a highly to humans
It's always the
with horrific
stupidest
results.
ones that scare me.
Those
When
ones
it's
sound so
discovered in
loud though
livestock,
that they
all
they
hell breaks loose.
max out
Because
the
of the
microphone.
pervasive
Yeah.
spread
Like
of this
it
disease
goes
in
into
humans,
red line, so like it
6
mutes the
million head of
audio.
livestock was slaughtered.
Chris
Poor
believes
cows.
this deadly disease and the cattle mutilations are linked.
The first outbreak in '67 occurred right when the first publicized cattle mutilation case occurred,
Oh.
which was actually a horse named Snippy. Ever since then, we've seen the spread of this phenomenon across the United States. 32 states at last count have been targeted.
Yeah, so even like
And
mad deer
we're
disease
no
and
closer to
like
finding out
pretty
who
much
or
like
what is
mad
doing
everything
this.
disease.
Now, I find it interesting that mad cow disease should break out in the environment, and then we have these unusual livestock
looks
death
so
cases
sad.
commencing.
It's like I'm not getting all the attention, Mom.
If we do
Of course
have
I'm
mad
sad.
cow loose in the food chain, it stands to reason that there's some quasi-military, possibly a government group, that's going around lifting these cattle from the pasture, doing environmental monitoring to find out how pervasive this is sweeping through cattle herds.
I think that's too
Covert
much because
government
like the
choppers
government already
dragging
doesn't
cows
care about
to
you
be
know
tested for mad cow disease.
like
Yeah.
like government don't care
might
about
explain
shit. You
why
know, they
there
just
is
care
no
about making their
footprints
money
at
and
sea.
fucking everyone else
Does it
over.
tell us why
So like
their
I don't think
organs
they
were
would have they wouldn't like designate
The
that
soft
many
tissue organs
resources
that
to
are
have like
most
a task
commonly
force for
removed
that. You
during
know.
these
I don't know,
cattle
they
mutilation experiments
pointed some
are
people
the
out on that
organs
Skinwalker
that
ranch.
humans develop cancer in most often. I think that there's a connection there. These soft tissue organs are also the youngest organs in the body. They're the quickest regenerating tissue, and you can find the most recent residual effects of the environment in these
They're
organs.
making a super soldier out of cow vaginas.
Yeah.
But why keep it secret?
Sounds like a Rick and Morty episode.
new Wolverine origin story
If the
confirmed.
government ever let word out that they were doing this and that the food chain had been compromised, you could just imagine what the panic would be in the red meat-eating public, and that's not going to happen.
So let's think about this. What have we learned so far? Horrific cattle mutilations. taking place
I
all
feel
over.
like they gave him like a
It's
short
mysterious and
hypnosis
unthinkable
of the
crime.
scene and then
So
of
far,
like
the
or
blame
like what he was
shot
supposed to say.
And they just
Kidnapping.
let him go.
Yeah, you know, like
in the middle of the night, part of a mad cow conspiracy. And if you think that's hard to follow, others believe the culprits for these
if there is no scientific
these
evidence,
crimes
then
are
it is stupidity spreader throughout the planet. Stupidity spread throughout the
maybe
planet.
the idea that these were encounters with aliens isn't so crazy. Have I killed an alien?
See, like
Worldwide,
what?
Cattle are being mysteriously mutilated. Is E.T. responsible?
E.T.
The evidence that we have is that alien intelligences are actually sampling the environment through the removal of tissue and glands of animals on a global scale.
But why just
Philip
the
Hoyle
cow
is the
was
director of the
Jewish?
Animal
That's like-
Pathology Research Unit in the UK. He believes that not only are aliens guilty, they are more advanced than we can imagine.
Some of the weirdest stories we hear from farmers that actually have these mutilations is they see spheres of light, and within those lights what clearly can only be described as UFOs, and they operate completely differently and unconventionally to any helicopters or
Why
any
does
known
William
aircraft.
Shatner always have
We
a
have
plate
some
and never
evidence
eats?
that the perpetrators are actually taking the animals
Probably
from
because
the
he's
farms
always
by
full,
using
because he looks
special,
like
what are
he's
called
gonna blow up
transference
all the
beams.
time.
These beams are an anti-gravity beam, and as soon as the animal is placed in the beam, they are taken on board the craft, where the animals are obviously dissected and then placed back onto the ground.
That's where the whole budget of the
materials
show
that have
went
been
to.
actually
Yeah.
removed from
That
the
graphic
animals
right
are then
there.
taken
I wish that was
obviously
real. That
to
was
another
cute.
location, possibly off-world, to be used in whatever agenda that they might have.
Transference beams might account for the lack of evidence
Oh my God!
surrounding the
Has
cows
this happened
on the
to your
ground.
aunt? Has she had
But
like
does
cases
Hoyle
like that
have an
happen?
answer for the precision
That her
surgery?
cows go missing and then they find them without their.
Some of the actual images that we've
Not that
actually
I know.
investigated, the technology that's been used is quite frightening, because some of the actual injuries would indicate that the tissue has been
They really
unzipped.
love that cow
Totally
vagina
different to a
shot.
scalpel.
Yeah,
So it's
they're
obviously
really
far
milking
more
the
advanced
shit
than
out of
at the
it.
moment on planet Earth. It's clean, precise, clinical, straight line cuts. Sometimes we discover a black putty paste upon
He
the
is a
carcass,
booger.
and this paste, when analysed, is actually
Oh
determined
my
to
God!
be
They could have told them about that
He is
before,
a
you know, like.
booger.
the white and red corpuscles have been
That's
separated by a
so
centrifuge,
bad, like.
and that can only be done in a laboratory. Predators can't do it.
They did a lot of these people really dirty in
Philip
these,
Boyle
you
not
know.
Oh no,
like,
it's
Evidenced
nose
is right.
hair. Because he has it on the other
He
side
thinks
too.
the other theories
Poor guy.
are crazy.
That's probably why they didn't say anything.
If maggots have caused these injuries, what happens
They
when
could have,
an
like, you
animal's
know,
found within minutes
Said,
or
hey,
hours?
you
of
got
the
a
last
nose
time it's
hair. I
been
don't know
seen?
if that
What's
you know, you
bothers
wanna
you.
like
Super
get rid
maggot?
of that, you know, or
So
like the
if
guy
aliens
that
are
they had
abducting
like
and
facing the
mutilating our
sun,
innocent,
like they.
beloved cows,
Why didn't they reshoot
What
that?
if
You know, like they just kept him like
Yeah.
like
There
struggling
is a
there,
number
like
of
to keep
alien
his eyes.
intelligences with a vested interest in planet Earth and humanity.
Yep, serial
And
cow
they're
killer on the
monitoring
loose
food
for
chain
sure.
And the environment through the sampling of genetic materials and tissues taken from animals. So I think that they're not hostile, and they have really got our interests at heart, because if they didn't, we wouldn't be here today.
In the end, we are left with
I
more
really like that
questions
shot
than
too,
answers.
with the cow's tongue sticking
Are
out.
cows being mutilated as part of a government
They showed
conspiracy?
the cow vagina shot
Are
again,
there
like you
injuries
said.
the result
Cow
of
vagina.
natural causes? Or are aliens
But it's gonna come
to
again
take over
soon.
the
The cow
planet?
vagina.
Or the
again.
one with the tongue sticking out.
Yeah, they're gonna
This
show it
is
at
a
least
true
once
mystery. This
more
is
before
weird,
going
people.
to the next
This is
story.
weird.
Or what?
Ooh, we got to see this one again. Yay. I like that one.
I mean, that's just the fact
Yeah,
that the
it's a
government
fact.
is like hiding information in general,
You know.
and not just like U.S. like every
I still got
government.
the baby. In fact, there's nothing that can wake me up save for, well, never mind. But across the world, for hundreds, indeed thousands
Ew,
of
Willie.
people, sleep is a living nightmare. These chosen ones have been woken up in the middle of the night, dragged from their beds and taken to somewhere strange.
Oh my
Where are
God,
they going?
you think they'll talk about Nome, Alaska?
Maybe.
I hope they do. Nome, Alaska is a town.
Not there! Not there! Oh, please, not there!
Is he talking about getting probed?
I think he
Jim
is.
Sparks is a very down-to-earth kind of guy.
And he got probed.
I've always been considered to be an honest, logical, straightforward person.
But in 1969,
He definitely got probed.
he experienced a string of events that
Oh,
would threaten
yep, here it
his
is.
hold on reality.
Here it is. He got
I
probed.
kept having the same reoccurring dream.
Oh,
Where
but yeah.
some things were coming into my bedroom,
Yeah, people that have
escorting me out of my bed.
In Nome, Alaska, people
through the
reported
hallway,
the same
Same
thing.
exact
across the
thing,
yard
yeah.
into the woods.
At first,
It's
Jim
one of the
tries
towns
to
that has
dismiss
the
dreams
most
as nothing
like
out of the
cases
ordinary.
of like UFO sightings and like people reporting
But
being
they
like
soon
actually
turn into
abducted.
something far
Yeah.
more sinister.
I gotta go get some.
I would be asleep.
Okay, let me pause it for you.
Sorry.
No, you're fine, baby.
Sorry.
I can perfectly go to the bathroom since that night. And now you can just sit and woo. You gotta be careful with that though, Joelia, because you can't trust farts anymore. You know, it could happen that you fart a little bit too strong and like, whoop, whoop. Your trousers feel heavier. Easy though. Why you got your nervous ears on, buddy? This dog, he's such a big baby. Yeah, my little baby boy. Aliens are scary. You can't trust gases anymore. Yep. I wonder if they'll talk about crop circles or anything like that, you know? Because so far they've just been talking about like the abductions and stuff and whatnot. Woohoo, peach. We're talking about asses and you bring a peach.
I thought it was appropriate. Peach.
And I would be instantly paralyzed. I would hear this
well,
loud,
sadly, no,
loopy
Bearman Gap
whirling
farts do
sound
not
inside my
wait.
head that I was paralyzed, so
Yes,
I
if I had an
couldn't
alien
get
probe.
until the sound was just screaming in my head, and then I would feel a sensation coming up from the pit of my stomach, working its way up to my upper torso.
Probe.
And once it hit the area of my heart would race, you know, like 1,000 miles an hour.
Damn, he got.
Like. And
he got
these
like super
sensations were
probed.
gut-wrenching, and I would be screaming
I bet they were gut-wrenching.
I don't want to die, I don't want to die. And then you feel a sense of acceleration, and it scared me to death. So you scream inside your head, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. And then you black out.
Mega probe.
When Jim eventually wakes up, he can't believe where he is.
I was in this room, and light was emanating from everywhere but nowhere specifically. Try to imagine yourself, this average person, finding yourself in a room not knowing where the heck you are and why you're even there.
But the one thing Jim does know is he is not alone.
Ew.
Everything is weird. There's nothing normal.
Oh, that mask. They brought that mask.
They do things
yep,
in
if
a
they don't,
very
you probably
methodical,
pooped your pants.
business-like fashion. They're
Survey
fast, they're
says,
quick, they're to the
shit
point.
my diaper.
And they're going to tell you things, and when they decide to shed information, it's not always what you want to hear.
Ew. So you guys think that aliens use the same probe on everyone, or like they're they're you know clean and like throw away the probe after probing a person and use a new probe?
So we need to make merch that just says probe question mark, and then one that says survey says shit my diaper.
I had no frame of reference. I couldn't figure what it was.
This guy was tripping.
I had no clue that they were aliens.
Or he got.
He was being probed.
Maybe he got butt raped. Oh, sorry. Can I not say the R word?
In that context, yes.
Okay.
Jim is no longer an ordinary man.
Sodomized.
He now has an extraordinary claim.
I've been abducted many dozens and dozens and dozens of times over the last 23 years. I understand
this
that,
poor guy.
There's going to be doubters, but this is real.
Honey, I think you got sodomized.
After a series of bizarre events, a man claims he is being removed from his bed at night and experimented
Yeah,
on by
they
aliens.
definitely reuse them. They just wipe them off.
Could this be true?
Just grab a baby wipe. Whoop,
Susan
whoop.
Clancy
Give them a
is
little rinse under the water.
She believes alien abductions.
Oh my gosh, she has the crazy eyes.
Could
Look
it
at-
be aliens came into your room and
Look at that shot of her a moment again.
And experimented.
This
on
is
by
this is the face of mercy.
Could this be true?
Oh my god.
Look at
Hey.
that's
No,
fellas in chat. You go on a date
No.
and she gives you this look on the first date.
No.
What do?
Hear me out. She's an alien wearing a skin suit. That's an alien. That's an alien.
Harvard psychology research. She believes alien abductions are easily explained.
Oh yeah, there she's
Could it
done.
be
That's why
aliens came into
she's
your room,
she's here to debunk the theory.
perform sexual experiments? It could be, but it's far more likely that it's an episode of sleep paralysis.
Why does she know this?
Is a little known medical
Why is she trying to cover it up?
that affects 1
Makes
in
sense to
5
me.
Americans.
Sleep paralysis is one of the weirdest things that can happen when you're sleeping.
That is so
In
loud.
our research, interviewing people who had sleep paralysis experience, most people don't think it was linked to alien abduction. But most people also do report that they wanted to know what it was. And the explanations they generated on their own, for example, I'm going crazy, I'm dying, I'm having a heart attack, there's a robber in the house.
That's just me every day.
And then, of course, there's also the alien abduction possibility.
Cool story? Didn't ask.
I was actually writing on sleep paralysis, and I had a new baby, and I was on my couch trying to finish a paper, and I fell asleep. And when I woke up sometime in the middle of the night, I was spinning in the air like a rotisserie chicken, and there were presences
Specifically,
in the room.
a rotisserie chicken.
And I remember thinking, it's real. It's all real. People really are being abducted.
How's your day been, Ninja Ginger?
Sleep paralysis is
See, look at that face.
You
Look
can't
at
tell me
have,
she's not an alien.
different sleep cycles. So, for example, if you're jet lagged, or if you're a new
Oh,
mom,
Olivia doesn't have it yet,
up all
but
night
she
with
will
your
be
kids,
getting it.
or if
She's
you're
starting
on
in
the night
October.
Yeah, I'm going to school.
During sleep, neurotransmitters in the brain send out signals
Proud
that
of you,
shut
baby.
down major muscles and prevents us from acting out our dreams.
So
My
essentially,
third
you're paralyzed
degree.
when you sleep, which is very good. Otherwise, you'd be thrashing around.
Aw, thank you, Ninja
beating
Ginger.
up
I'm glad we're your
partner, et cetera,
favorite.
et cetera.
But this self-defense mechanism can backfire when your brain wakes up before your body.
We're doing good. We watched Italian
This
Spiderman,
behavior
and
has
we're
been
watching a
shown in
paranormal
clinical
series
trials.
that features William Shatner. They
When you
talked about
experience sleep paralysis
Mothman,
and
about
you
the
wake
Monkey
up,
Man of
you're
New
still
Delhi,
experiencing the
and
paralysis
Kinda whack.
the Globster.
It's
So
whack.
it really
And
is
now-
this limbo state where your two sleep cycles, sleep and
This
awake,
one is about
temporarily
alien abductions or
overlapped.
like
You
alien
are
alien
aware of
activity.
being awake, but you're
Oh, they
still
haven't
sleeping in
mentioned
the
the
sense
New
that you're
Jersey Devil
paralyzed.
yet.
Now imagine this. On top of that, when you experience the sleep paralysis, you
See,
were dreaming.
Ninja Ginger believes in the
So
Mothman.
imagine what
Yeah,
happens when
it's
you're
real,
having a
dude.
dream. The visual images going through
It's
your
all
head,
real.
the feelings you have. Those
You know, to
visual
some
images,
degree,
those
it
feelings,
is
that
all
kind of
real
dream
because what is
mentation
reality? Is reality
gonna
to perceive or
leak
to be
into your
perceived?
waking state. It is a terrifying experience.
So something could be real in
this
someone's head and
bizarre
not real in
limbo
another
state,
person's head.
Terrifying images from the dream world can take over.
You can feel that there's something in the room. You open your mouth to scream, but you can't because you can't move.
We are
At
in the
same
Matrix.
time, there's a
We are
stabbing
all
pain in
actually
your
just
stomach, and the thing on the
simulations.
bed is so close to you that
And
it's
the
pushing
reason
down
we're
your
here.
chest.
Thank you
This
for
is
the
what a sleep paralysis episode can feel like.
Love you, bro.
There's a clear link.
But yeah, the reason
between
we're all
sleep
here is so
paralysis
we simulate our
experiences
real
and
life
alien
versions.
abduction memories.
And all the decisions
However,
we make,
they're not the
our
same
real life
thing.
versions are probable
The
to
way
make.
sleep paralysis
And the main
figures
reason is
into
so
alien
they can
abduction
sell
is
them
that
targeted
usually
ads.
Sleep paralysis episode is the first thing.
Yeah,
that
she's just
happens
like
to
in a
people that
bedroom
makes
doing
them
this
suspect
interview. It's
they may have
casual.
been abducted by aliens. So they have an episode of sleep paralysis. They wake up. They're thinking, "My God, what just happened to me?" If these are people that are familiar with movies about alien abduction or have read books about alien abduction, many of them
Wrong
will
doggy,
think, "Wow,
wrong.
is it possible that I was abducted by aliens?" They're searching for meaning. That's perfectly natural.
Are thousands of people who claim to be abducted by aliens simply victims of sleep paralysis?
I don't know,
Or
because
can
what that
these
guy
bizarre
described was really
stories
close to that
be
Nome,
explained
Alaska case, and in that
by
Nome,
something
Alaska case,
else?
like so many people, you know, like an entire town.
Neuroscientist
Well, it
Dr.
might have
Michael
been back to
Persinger
like that mass hysteria
believes he
thing.
has solved the mystery with a remarkable invention
I don't know.
known as
No,
the
but there's
God
actual
another-
there's actual footage
Yeah, and
that
The helmet has
It's kind of like the Mothman thing where it's so specific, but it's
Yeah.
a bunch of different people and scenario. You know what I mean? Like it's the
Yeah.
same thing, but it's like a bunch of different.
and
special software.
the Nome, Alaska one is
translates a
really
series-
scary
series
because
of
there's
numbers
footage of
from
it,
0 to
and they show like a
56
house,
through an
and you
analog
see a
digital
giant
converter to
something,
pattern.
you know, like a
pattern we
mass
extracted
over
from
the house,
the
and you
brains
see
of
that
people who were
just
having
whoop, disappear.
recordings
Yeah.
of
And
these
that was like
experiments.
actual
So
like
we
footage
replicate
from like a
nature.
cop's dash cam, you know.
The God helmet was designed to discover why our brains are so receptive
Ugh.
to religious experiences. But during a series of experiments in 2005, Persinger discovered it produced something unexpected and weird.
It says you felt the presence of something.
Yeah, there's like this other
things around me.
I would say the vast majority say it's an alien thing of something. It's not theirs.
These volunteers claimed
Yeah,
they
this
were
could be
seeing
total
alien
pseudoscience, and I'd have no clue because I don't know shit about brain helmets and stuff. So like,
when electricity
this
from
could
the
all
God
just be a facade, and I wouldn't
stimulated
know.
the temporal lobes on one side of the brain.
Like here, my bike helmet in my garage.
Stick some Nerf darts to it.
You see that you have a left side and a right.
Ew.
Two hemispheres.
Is that a real brain?
I think so.
This guy just has a real brain casually, like, here you go, look at my brain.
So what is it about the right side of our brains?
Why is it hooked up to a car battery, you ask? Don't worry about the car battery. He'll be fine.
I mean, I guess that's true
left
because...
and right sides of our brains are noticeably different. If I asked the left side of my brain, who am I? It would answer with words. Smart, charming, handsome, all those obvious things. But if I asked the
Yeah,
right
maybe
side
this is what he just said. I wasn't
Who am
listening.
I?
But
It
one
couldn't
side of
answer.
your
You
brain
see,
makes
the
up
right
your
hemisphere
dreams, and the other side of your
doesn't
brain
understand
perceives
language, it
it.
only recognizes
So it's like two
and
different
stores
people in your
shapes
mind
and
when you're
images.
dreaming. Isn't that weird?
That is scary.
But what's this got to
Do
do
you
with
always carry that brain?
Many of the
Oh,
images
yes, I always
stored
have a
in the
brain in my
hemisphere
pocket
brain
for any
represent
opportunity.
Persinger believes stimulating this area causes them to be projected.
Stimulate.
Outside of the brain as aliens.
When you're aware of it.
So you're saying, if I stimulate my brain, I'm going to get probed?
Could be culture, everything.
Self-probing, like
an angel to a demon.
Auto-prolatio.
In terms of contemporary context. In our space awareness. An alien.
But there's just one
Probe, question mark?
People like Jim Sparks weren't sleeping with brain-bending helmets on their heads. So how did they see aliens?
Some people are more prone to it than others. These individuals pick up all kinds of small alterations in the environment.
Sounds
and what
kinky
triggers it
to you in space.
Ew, stop showing it close up. He needs some lotion.
Now, what makes that neuron
That poor
fire?
guy. They're not doing him any
Sometimes
justice.
it's the intrinsic.
Yeah, I told you, like, all of the shots of all the people are, like, just...
Sometimes it can be
Yeah, like, I could do without the nostril
They
shots.
occur from tectonic strain before earthquakes or during geomagnetic storms. That's why you
I love the
often have
kooky
large
camera
numbers of
angle
people
on this
reporting
guy.
these experiences because
Because
large
he's, like,
numbers of people
kooky.
are being stimulated at the same time. Artists, writers, musicians are very markedly prone to these kinds of experiences.
You think
In
we should
the
turn up the
ancient
brightness a
days,
little
they
bit
were
on the
called the
lights?
muse. You were visited by the muse from another dimension
we
that
could.
gave you special inspiration or knowledge or even precognitive
Boom, I think
type of
that's better.
experiences.
Right.
Yeah, it
Today,
really
of course,
shows my
we call
grease.
them alien experiences, and they're just as real to the person as the muses were to the poets
Oh my
of
God,
the
I'm
past.
blind.
I am blind.
Are alien abductions simply a trick of the mind? Or could they be true? One man believes we should be very afraid.
I fear for my kids and everybody else's kids.
Thousands of people worldwide claim they're being abducted by aliens.
Yeah.
Is this simply a sleep disorder
Nah.
or a trick of the mind?
It's all fun and games until you get
Temple
abducted.
University professor David Jacobs has spent his life studying alien abductions. He's come to an incredible conclusion.
I was not a great believer in abductions when I began this work.
Yes, Bearman
and,
Gab, the nostril
now
hairs.
the evidence has persuaded me that alien abductions
They can stop.
Over 3 decades, Jacobs' research has stacked up numbers which are impossible to ignore.
I have looked at approximately 1,100 different abduction events.
Wow.
With about 150 people. They know
Wow.
that there's absolutely nothing to gain by coming to my house and saying that they've been abducted by people from another dimension or planet or whatever it is.
Silence
it's
of
all
the
downside.
space
There's no
lamps.
upside. It makes
Who
them look
wants to be
crazy.
a
They don't
in
want
an
their
experiment
names
in my
used.
mom's
They don't
garage?
they don't want people to know that they're even coming
Exactly.
here. I have worked with people who refuse to tell me their names. They just work under a fake name altogether, and I understand that. People are abducted with their families. They're abducted with strangers.
Luckily, I saw that out of the corner of my eye, or I would have screamed.
Should we believe the claims of thousands of
that a
victims
Subaru?
of alien abduction? And if so,
I have a peach in my
is
tooth.
E.T. coming to Earth?
You know, lots of people believe that this is a benevolent phenomenon, that these are loving, caring, light
Oh my
beings
God, what if
who
it's
are
not
concerned
aliens?
with our
It's
well-being.
like we're just all the Sims.
But Jacobs believes
and it's
the
just
aliens
like
have much
the
more
player
to
doing it all.
Mm-hmm.
Probing the poor Sims.
People have
making us
unusual
have a dream.
experiences related
What's
to
up,
UFOs,
buddy?
and they can't remember what happened to them. There might be a 2, 3, 4 hour
They do
missing
Control
time
Shift C
period that
resets.
they can't account for, and nobody else around them can account for.
We are the aliens.
Are aliens erasing the memory of their victims? Why? Jacobs believes he can find the answer using
Ooh, is he?
hypnosis.
Yeah, hypnosis. That's when it gets cool, when it gets into the hypnosis.
Are you alone at this time?
No, I feel like there's something around me.
I want to be
beings,
hypnotized.
And they're on either side of me. I'm scared.
When I'm under hypnosis, I remember being examined, some sort of medical exam or some sort
When
of
the
medical
alien probes you.
procedure.
All abductees pay the surgeon. They are required to lie on a table, and when they do that, a series of physical, reproductive, and mental procedures are
Probably
performed
is the
upon them.
government.
They have a staring
Yeah, it
procedure
might be
where
too.
they eyes from a distance
My
of
heart
an inch,
jumped.
or maybe even touching foreheads. They cannot close their eyes. They can't shift their eyes. And they can feel
Cool story.
sort
Didn't ask.
of something happening in their mind. It might be flashes of images. It might be the evocation of feelings. It might be all sorts of things that these beings want to have happen. If it's a woman, eggs are taken. If it's a man, sperm is taken.
Ew.
Why would aliens perform these brutal acts?
That would make
When
sense that it's the
Jacobs
government
digs
just
deep,
stealing eggs, you know, to make
he
their
uncovers
slave army.
something bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
There was one experience I can
Okay,
remember.
if anybody knows anyone out there that can hypnotize
with,
me, let
a
me
small
know, because I
baby,
want to be
I don't know what you would
hypnotized.
call it.
I'll
The
do it, baby.
that I
Just
was
get me a
holding
pendant
was
watch.
very pale colored.
We'll do it on
seemed very
stream, special
weak to me,
IRL stream
and
hypnosis.
didn't have
Yeah,
a-
if you know someone who will hypnotize
and
me
I
on
felt
stream,
like I was comforting it.
let me know.
Somehow, so that was
We
my
can pay them in
experience with
free
this,
tattoos.
This baby, and it was, you know, it's a small fleeting memory.
Yes, we
in-
have a new
in my
currency.
experience. And it was puzzling to me because I didn't understand it.
They all describe unusual-looking babies or children who look sort of like a cross between alien and human. There was a
Ew.
spectrum.
I
Some
picture
look
the
more
baby
human,
from the
others look
hotel
more
season
alien.
of American Horror
Jacobs
Story.
believes there can only be one answer. Aliens are breeding with humans.
Nah, it's real.
Why
We're
are
not
all sorts of
crazy.
people describing this?
They want
We
us to think we're
that
crazy.
this is an integration program into the society. Why it's an integration into the society?
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
many, like,
we don't know that. That
the
is
spectrum
the
is
main
so broad,
question
you
in
know?
abduction research now. Why? Abductees are not told why, and therefore we don't know why. Now, if this were psychological, we'd
You
know
believe
why.
it's the
They
government,
just make
you're
it
a
up like they're
pyramid
making
guy?
everything else up. And we'd have a variety of whys.
Who knows, it might be a mix of
We
everything.
do not know why.
Yeah.
It's adding up to the exploitation of one
But
species
see, we all
over
arrive at
another.
the same conclusion
I
that
fear
the
for my
government
kids
is
and
for
everybody
sure
else's kids. I fear for the second
partly
generations
guilty.
coming up. I don't think that they're going
There will be an
leading the
alien
lives that they think
sexuality
they're
later.
going
There
to.
probably already is an alien sexuality.
Are aliens abducting innocent people in order to create a breeding program and take over the planet? Are they walking amongst us?
Yes.
Whatever the answer,
Alien supremacy.
this story is definitely
Alien lives
weird.
matter.
What?
Oh my god. Hi, buddy.
Didn't have enough with homestuck relationships. Weird, or what? With William Shatner.
August 1977. A mega telescope records what could be the most important broadcast in history.
Was it War of the Worlds?
Could this be
Wow.
the first proof of contact with alien life?
They have made contact since
Weird.
recently.
Or what?
Hi.
If we're to believe that, not only do aliens exist,
Hey, handsome man.
but they're
I
here.
don't want to get probed, Mom.
You're not gonna get pro Dee Dee.
Ew.
Children.
Can you not?
He makes it even
Ew.
weirder.
Stop, Willie.
Are you okay, William Shatner? Do you need to talk about it?
Not jobs. We're looking for something a little
So
more
imagine a court case in the future.
Scientific
Someone's
proof,
holding a doll like
right?
that, and it's like, so where did the alien touch you? Can you show us on the doll where the alien touched you?
Jerry Amon was a university professor.
He looks like Walter White.
He does.
Hunting.
They told him,
for
oh,
alien
I'm
life.
gonna be on TV. I'm wearing my
I was
Walter
actually
White
a volunteer
cosplay.
at the Ohio State University Radio Observatory.
Jerry's job was to study data from a giant telescope called the Big Ear.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, my handsome baby.
Acting like a giant radio antenna.
Hey, boss.
Yeah,
Big Ear
Close
hoped to
Encounters
receive a
of the
message
Third
from
Kind.
outer space.
Close Encounters of the
But
Sexy
finding a
Kind.
needle in a cosmic haystack wasn't easy.
I'd been looking at the printouts for many months, but seen nothing significant.
After years of little more than radio silence, at 10:16 p.m. on August 15th, 1977, the Big Ear suddenly came to life.
Ooh.
For the next 72 seconds, it would pump out a message that could ultimately change the world.
I looked
Send
at the
nudes.
computer output, and just within 2 or 3 pages, I saw the signal.
Reading ferociously.
This was so unusual.
Normally, printouts from the Big Ear contained a few ones and twos, representing weak signals from the lifeless vacuum of space. But what Jerry saw could only be described as weird.
I
don't
saw
think you're gonna fit,
6EQUJ5, a sequence of numbers and letters representing a signal that was rising, reaching a peak, and then falling off. I called the director of the radio observatory.
Space
We
whales.
decided to start looking up known sources of radio waves, planets, satellites, anything we could think of. Nothing matched, not a thing. So I circled it and wrote the word wow. Since we couldn't identify it with anything else, we just started calling it the wow signal.
The WoW signal. World of Warcraft.
A 72-second message sent to Earth from someone or something.
Well,
deep
it
in
wasn't
outer
sent
space,
to Earth.
George.
It was kind of picked up, you know?
Yeah.
Is this what we've been waiting for? Is the wow signal the first indisputable scientific proof that we are not alone? If so, who sent it? And what did it say?
That's true. If aliens get here, will they like conveniently speak English like in the movies?
No.
Or
No, it's gonna be like Mars Attacks, and they get out and they're like, we should start practicing now. And then they shoot you in the head with a laser beam.
You wouldn't put a record on a
buddy.
spacecraft and send it out in some random
you.
direction at a
Read it,
relatively
little
slow
baby.
speed. You know, if you really want to talk to the neighbors on other star systems, you send a signal at the speed of light.
Dr. David Grinsman is an astrobiologist.
Oh, we had here in Mexico an alien translator. That sounds great. An
It seems
alien
quite possible to me
translator.
that the
That's
wow
in Mars Attacks.
is communication from an extraterrestrial intelligence.
Damn, she was laughed at all last month.
And what is it?
Oh my
But, like,
God.
The wow signal that
So
makes
what
Grinspoon
did she claim? Did she
so
like
sure?
claim to like she had contact
It's a
with the aliens or
narrowband
something, or
signal,
like?
which means all of that energy.
Yeah, we
is
gotta
in
play
one
country
little
music to
bit.
kill all the
It's
aliens
not
when they
spread
invade.
out. You go a little bit on the dial, one direction or the other, and then
You know,
there's
actually, if
nothing there.
aliens do invade, they'll probably won't be
Naturally
immune to
occurring
COVID,
radio
and we
waves
can
travel
kill them all
across
with
space in a wide range
COVID. Give
of
them COVID and monkeypox, and boom, we're saved.
Narrowband signals are concentrated into one channel, which lets them travel vast distances. But if the wow signal really is a message from an advanced alien civilization,
This is
where are
trippy.
they?
Well, we know what direction it came from. It came from a point in the sky in the constellation Sagittarius.
Sagittarius is a group of stars we can see from the Earth on summer nights. If Grinspoon is right, it could mean the wow signal came from somewhere close within our own galaxy.
We're now discovering all these planets around other stars, so we know enough to know that there are billions of planets out there in the galaxy, and there's got to be life out there, and probably lots of it.
Remarkably, there's even more mystery surrounding this amazing event. If an alien race did send us a radio beam, they only did it once.
We were hoping that the signal would repeat itself. So we covered that strip of sky close to 100 times and didn't see anything again.
An American radio telescope intercepts a powerful and mysterious radio wave from deep in outer space.
Like, what if we are just a giant game show for other
Scientists
aliens?
call it
like
the
they
wow
watch
signal.
us like we watch animals in a zoo.
Could this
Honestly,
be
I
the
believe
first
it.
scientific
That's
evidence of alien contact?
You know, Truman Show like theory. Maybe they even place bets on like each of our
Astronomer
lives.
Dan Wertheimer has analyzed the wow signal.
Okay, hello.
He thinks he has the answer.
That's like Truman Show
It's an
slash aliens.
interesting signal, and I'm very proud of what these guys did. They were pioneers early on.
Or maybe
in the
we were
70s,
their experiment, you
but I
know?
don't
They
think
wanted to
found
play
ET.
God,
But
and
a
they made
jury
humans
didn't
and like
find
left
proof
us
of
here on the
extraterrestrial
rock. And they like went away, and they're like, oh, let's go check on the petri dish every couple million years, see what's
Telescope
up.
is very sensitive, so anything passing over the beam of the telescope we can detect. But it's also unfortunately sensitive to signals that can come in from the side. The radio pollution comes from people with cell phones, television
Oh,
transmitters,
check it out,
radar,
Julia. Thank you. I
airplanes.
gotta watch it.
Every second, human technology produces billions of radio waves.
Where do you send it, by the way? Twitter or
On a
Twitch?
radio telescope, most of them are seen as random energy. But the wow signal was a concentrated signal.
Yes, like
over
they bet on who
72
is the
seconds
dumbest
long.
president.
Could anything man-made produce something similar?
Space whales.
The answer is yes.
Whales.
And that kind of thing can come from a satellite passing over the dish. As it gets near to the dish, it gets stronger. As it go over the dish, it's very strong, and then as it moves away from the dish, it gets weaker. We have hundreds of these things that look
Okay,
very similar
thanks
to
to
the wow
Elio.
signal, but they're not ET.
Did Jerry Amon mistake a satellite for a message from aliens? It's certainly a plausible explanation.
When was this made?
But there's just one big problem.
We investigated, all known satellites, and none were in the area at the time of
This
our
was
observation.
published in 2021.
Could they have missed something? Could there have been a secret military satellite in the area?
A satellite closer in, 300-400 miles off the Earth's surface, would have moved so rapidly we wouldn't have got the beam shape that we observed.
So, if it's not a satellite, if it's not some guy on a cell phone, or
Some guy on a cell
70s
phone.
rerun, and if it's not a broadcast from aliens, what else could possibly produce a signal that makes us go, wow?
Caleb Sharf is an astronomer who peers into the deepest regions of space. He has seen
Okay,
things
stop
that make him
staring
believe
at
neither
me.
man nor alien.
They do those
Named
shots
the
where they're
wow
like,
There's a lot of weird
Wow,
stuff
so much like
happening in
equipment,
the
and they
universe.
couldn't afford for the shutters to like
Universe may
open
look
on their
quiet
own.
when
They
you're
gotta
standing
manually.
outside on a peaceful night, but the truth is there are phenomena in the universe
probably a reason
that are
for it.
explosive, violent, and changing all the time. And sometimes we see that energy as bursts of radio emission, even bursts of X-ray light.
The space weirdos Caleb refers to are things like neutron stars, the leftover
Whoa.
cores of once great stars, and supernovas, the explosive results of when even bigger stars.
It's gonna happen to the sun one day.
But one of the weirdest are black holes.
Black holes
I
are
think that
terrifying.
black
Yeah,
holes
that's
form
terrifying.
When a really massive star burns through all its fuel, and
Technically,
no
what
longer
you see is
support
everything
itself
around the hole,
against
because the hole
force of
itself you
gravity,
can't see it because it even
only weight
absorbs light.
crushes it. The truth is, as material drops
Can you guys like
into a black
fathom
hole,
that a
it
force
gets
so
shredded by the
strong
intense
that it absorbs
gravitational
even
field.
light?
It releases energy back out into the universe. And that energy can be in the form of X-rays, of light, and of radio waves. It's as if after the black hole has a meal,
let me tell you,
burps.
Rocket and Liv,
That
this
burp
has
can be
been a
heard
very
across the
pleasant
universe.
evening.
So,
laughs as well as mystery. Thank you, appreciate it.
Good, I'm glad.
This
might be the
this
first
will probably be our
message from an
recurring
advanced
theme on
intergalactic
Fridays.
Civilization. And one of the greatest moments in human history is just a black hole belching after gulping down a nebula.
You can name it Feel Good
Too
Fridays.
Fast. Is this guy for real? And
Why
does
don't
it
you just
explain
pour
the biggest
yourself a
mystery
shot of Schweppes?
why we only heard the wow signal once? I'm not sure it does.
Ew.
Excuse me.
I say that, yeah.
There are
I
many
belch like a
phenomena
sailor.
Yeah, you burp louder than me.
So imagine you're in a big stadium. There are 20,000 people around you, and they all have cameras with flashes.
Believe it or not, Olivia
You'll
used
see
to
a
be
flash,
a
and
professional
you'll try to
belcher.
locate
She
it.
would go to like
The problem
tournaments
is,
and everything.
It's almost impossible
She
to
had a
know
couple of
exactly
trophies.
who used their camera at that moment.
Her loudest one
The wow
sounds
signal
like
is kind of
a
like that.
chainsaw being
But
turned
we know
on.
that there are many incredibly interesting phenomena in the universe,
true.
like neutron stars getting cranky, black holes burping, that do just this. It's like flashes going off in a stadium, and we're at the center. We're trying to understand what's happening.
Could the wow
Well,
signal be
Bearman
made by
Gab, I
something so
wouldn't say
strange?
science. Well, there's some
Science hasn't
science,
been
but
It may be the best
Pseudoscience.
explanation yet.
at least now when they were talking about the
But
black
many
holes and
believe
stuff,
this
that
mystery isn't solved so
Semi-science.
easily.
it's semi-science.
This could be some natural phenomena that we don't know
I wish
about,
I could pull off
but people
glasses
have
like
tried
that.
to sort of match it up
I just
with
look like
natural
a Muppet.
phenomena we do know about, and it
Do you think
doesn't
I
work.
could?
It
I
doesn't
don't
have the
know.
right characteristics.
I feel like I would
No,
look
I
like
think-
Beaker.
Yeah, it would look really small.
Did we just get lucky and catch an alien conversation?
Yeah.
If we did,
Sorry.
it raises one last compelling question. What were they saying?
I think of it
Ma.
as what I imagine
Ma.
is communication.
That's what they
it
were
almost
saying.
seems accidental,
You're
like
like,
maybe we were eavesdropping on something because it's there and then it's not there. It's sort of haunting that it's still out there. The wow signal now is, however many light years away from Earth, still traveling through space. It's a beacon that's saying, hey, this is not completely fruitless, this search. Keep looking. There are things out here to find.
In the end, we are left with a mystery.
Meow.
Is the wow signal just some freaky radio transmission from Earth? Was it the bizarre burp of a black hole? Or could it be the first real proof of alien life?
That'll be a whole stream.
Whatever
Me
the
drinking Sprite and burping.
It's definitely or what?
We get like 30 cans. And the goal is to see if you can do that drinking one whole
Oh my
one.
god, no. That will not happen.
That's a battle in the sky.
Whoa.
So there we have it. Strange and mysterious stories of
I
encounters
bet you're
with
gonna
aliens.
show the cow pussy again.
In Colorado, a farmer discovers a cow.
Caducey.
Mysteriously mutated by unknown forces.
Ah, there it is.
In Texas, a man is taken from his
That
bed
guy had to
night
act
after
that.
night.
I know.
They were like, okay, so like
Abducted
pretend you're getting abducted.
beings he cannot
And probed.
And in Ohio, an astronomer receives a cryptic message from outer space. Are these bizarre stories?
What do you think,
evidence
chat?
of
We
human
got a little
encounters
bit
with
more
aliens?
time. Do you guys want to do one
Can
more
we
of weird or
dismiss
what? Or do you guys want to go
thousands
to the
of
try not
eyewitnesses
to
who
laugh?
claim they're true? You decide.
Try not to laugh
Join
so
me again
loud.
next time for more stories.
Yeah,
that
try
will
not to laugh can be a
undoubtedly
hit or
be
miss.
weird
Because,
or
videos could be funny or they could be duds. Woo! It's let me check the queue. We have a queue. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so 7 minutes. So if it's miserable, it's not too bad.
It should stay on this one.
I think that. What do you think?
I don't know. Let's try it.
Okay, let's try.
Roll the clips.
Yeah, let's do it. Try not to. Where's the? Here it is. Boom. We gotta reset the count. Last time I lost by 2 laughs. Let's do it. Let's roll the clips. Yum-ho! Damn-ho!
This is the world's loudest bird. It has the record for the loudest bird call on the planet.
Okay.
This is the last one on the left.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that.
Uma mulher ainda disparou.
Oh, cutie elephant. No! Oh.
Ew, what's it eating? Oh.
That's just embarrassing. I would never go back to that doctor ever again.
I wouldn't either.
All of a sudden, my window, I see 2 dudes going through it. I got a dog I trained for scenarios just like this. That bitch was asleep, had to take matters in my own hands.
Yikes. Ooh.
Oh,
that would be me.
I don't remember any stories of Santa needing a
Thank you for the cheer.
Isn't going out on his traditional Christmas gift run.
I don't get it.
Corgi butt.
Hey, Vicky, hey.
Hydrate.
Woo! Hydrate.
Oh. What did he think was gonna happen?
Yeah, that's just plain old stupid.
Oh.
I got some noise coming from the rear end. I'm not sure what's going on.
In the back here?
Yeah, in the back. I don't know. It was like coming from
like that area?
That's one way to. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, he's okay.
Yeah.
Cutie.
Listen, knobhead. If I want to have a swim in my own bin on the hottest day that we've ever had in England, then I'm entitled to do so.
That's what we need to do with Iggy. He'll just do a whole stream.
Have his own mic.
Yep.
Hey Daisy, you want some peanut butter? No? Alright, that's fine. I won't give it to you.
Oh. Do the dab on the furry haters? Sure.
Oh my god, that gave me a heart attack. Eee. Oh my god.
Was that a catfish?
I think so.
What?
What did you think was gonna happen? What is that? A goose? What is that? Is that a goose? We'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never know what that is.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's not gonna end
when
well.
you hear the Minecraft music, you know something.
Oh!
Kitty.
Me. That was just a waste of pickles. don't like the ones of people getting severely injured.
Ew.
Mas no fim, quem me fudeu foi eu. Essa bosta que eu... Mano...
When they like break stuff, it's like, eh. Let's see.
Oh,
Diamond01. Thanks for subscribing.
Thank you for
You're
this.
Thank you very much, Gab, for the gifted sub. Woo!
Oh. Oh.
I'm thirsty.
Oh my god.
At least he had the cardboard, which like...
Cutie.
Oh!
I'm surprised the door didn't break off. Oh boy.
From the snail. Why does that cat look like Ron Perlman?
You stupid cat!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It was the you stupid.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Meu, tá zerado, né? Olha atrás.
Oh.
Nike.
Get ready with me to go to...
Oh! Hey, Animal Crossing.
If my kids ever act up, I'm gonna get them that Nike haircut.
Cutie.
Bobby.
Cutie. It's the Animal Crossing music.
Get another one, get another
one. Play that again.
It should stay on those.
It's how it shoots out for me. Iggy would be so scared of one of those things.
He would. Iggy, you know, people are like, oh, people are aggressive and dangerous. Like, Iggy's scared of everything.
He's literally scared of everything.
Yeah, but he's scared of everything. Oh, yeah, Bobby. Is that beans? That was beans. That'll put out the fire.
Yeah.
She saved everyone right there.
Me and my student loans.
Want to bite my banana? Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh! Oh my god. No.
From playing guitar, I would hate it when people would do that. Oh my god. They were playing fucking Wonderwall.
Huh? Oh.
Let me shoot that.
Alright. Kobe.
You want to get the manager? Excuse me? There's a raccoon at the table here. Is there a manager?
Oh.
I can see it out there. Holy moly.
Cutie.
He's living his best life.
He is. He's a loaf.
A tomato-nator.
Look at this fucking thing, dude. What the fuck is this shit?
Oh.
Is that
Oh,
is
it's
that
a kangaroo. Oh, I wouldn't want him in my pants though.
Can you imagine you're just taking a shit in Australia and
He wanted his mommy.
Get these. Where'd you get these? Just completed fixing this fence. Try to keep Stella in the yard.
wow.
Damn it.
That would be this one. Oh my god.
Completely unrelated, but my sister is able to like move her toes independently.
Oh yeah.
So she can flip you off with her foot. Oh, this is gonna end badly.
Yeah, no. He's gonna break his foot.
Oh!
This looks like Potsdam. Oh!
Just going through it.
Oh.
Are you jumping it? Wait, oh my god. Who the fuck just went in?
Para arriba, eso para arriba. Arriba. Niño, qué difícil.
Fancy ass car, no radio. Fancy ass shifter, you fucking.
Ew. Grabs a pigeon. Oh.
Ew. I'm crying. Crying for that instrument. This is not gonna end well.
He looks like Guile from Street Fighter.
Oh my god. It's defying gravity. Oh no. This looks like New York.
Is that a squirrel?
This is New
Yeah,
York.
this is-
There's no way that wasn't New York. Nice.
Perfectly wasted of perfectly good ice cream though.
This does not look like.
That was one of those moments that it was like just
Wow.
you know, just because they could. Oh, that's gonna fly.
Oh, he shat.
Yep, he shat. He shat.
Oh, cute. They're friends.
Yo, who in the wrong? He in the wrong?
I bet.
What's up, y'all? Ah, my back. We about to get paid, y'all.
We're about to get paid, y'all.
I don't like those ones.
Yeah, you see that in Florida very often.
No sleeping at the table.
Baby.
Terrible child.
Oh, little
Watch the way
cutie.
they stop those things stairs, right? Watch. Whoa, spin move. Oh my god.
Начнем наш эксперимент, заливаем, видите, видите, он уже такой аромат теряет, а Гринфилд вообще. Я решил продолжить челлендж, вы только посмотрите на это, золотая чаша, пакетик золотой чаши, я просто...
Does this say, can I get a...
Oh yeah!
Vamos, quizás.
The more it goes, the more confused I get.
Yeah, I don't know what was happening.
Like,
He's contemplating something. Cutie.
Karl Marx dog doesn't exist.
Ew. Is this part of it?
I think so.
What did I just witness? I thought it was gonna be one of those ads for one of those weird games. Cutie.
Some of them have been funny, but I've been able to like compose myself and not
Yeah.
laugh. After all, it is try not to laugh. So
I absolutely could not with the pig thing. That was too funny.
oh my god.
Oh. Oh no. Oh!
It's Monkey Man. It's the Monkey Man
Yeah,
of New Delhi.
the Monkey Man.
This is Elon Musk.
Wow.
Oh.
He just threw the whole thing of water in the car. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Sorry, buddy.
Note to self, let's not get a dartboard.
Oh my god.
I'm good, how are you? And you have the medium ice white muffin with citrus sauce, 2 extra scoops of vanilla soft top, and caramel drizzle, and extra sugar sprinkles. Yeah, that's me.
Oh, hell yeah. Party gopher.
Groundhog Day.
This is just not a good idea.
Սովորականի նման եկել նստել են, որ սպասարկեմ, մեկ էլ սանրում եմ ու հոպ ստոպ ինչա դուրս գալի։
Germania. The forklift one was when you can't afford Disney World.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not reaching. Hold on. Make it I don't know. Oh, that's.
Oh my god. They're all like, the fuck, bro?
Like, why?
Get out of the road. What the fuck?
What a weird transition.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of these are whack. Oh.
Little
It's gonna
mouse.
jump. Those fuckers jump.
Happy birthday.
Also, I wouldn't use those tongs for food ever again.
Nope.
Why?
Oh my god, it's a
What?
horse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just not safe.
What?
I'm assuming it was just the. What the hell?
I laughed.
It's okay. I laughed at the Peppa Pig. Yeah, her sticks not even touching the ground.
Ew.
That's nasty. He's having a blast. Oh no. Oh no.
Ooh. He's dead. He's gone. The pit has him now. The pit has him now.
How is that funny?
That's just scary.
He's like a baby
Next
Iggy.
thing you know, he calls the chicken police on me.
Chicken police.
That cop really said, fuck this fence. I've seen that before. What?
He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip.
Oh my god, it kind of it fell perfectly with that video.
That's just a smart cat.
Finish the job, because if that guy had shockwaves after he railed me like that from behind.
Hey.
Ooh.
Grame. Grame.
Oh, poor camel.
Oh.
Oh, that's...
I mean, you literally walked into that one. I even told you to be careful.
Clean it up.
What is it? It's like peanuts.
Yeah.
Oh, the cat's like, help me.
Time to repent your sins.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Qué lindo. Foxes are so cute.
I feel like that thing would like... Oh! Those things are really mean.
Capybaras or foxes?
Both.
Oh,
Come on!
Oh, we got wrecked. Come on! Oh no, we are...
It's okay, Poppy. Oh my god. I bet the bowling alley people were real happy about that one.
And he likes that eye.
He's
Is that a
pretty.
panther?
Yeah.
His neck and his breast.
He's pretty.
I think the character Thor resonates so much with audiences around the world.
Well,
Pero no me pregunté por los baños, me dijeron ese que tiene el casco azul. Yo dije, son de estos baños que tienes que... Entonces llego, abro la puerta y...
Wow.
I thought they were gonna go a lot further. Oh, that's the hamster I want. The big fluffy one.
Cutie.
So cute. That kitty is so cute too. Iggy would eat both of them, wouldn't you? Yeah, you would eat both of them.
Well, my chat, it's been a pleasure having you all. Thank you so much for being here, spending time with us. We unfortunately won't be back until next Wednesday. Few things that I gotta take care of over the weekend, and gotta help a friend move. So that's gonna take my Sunday and Monday stream time. But we'll be back on Wednesday with the Sims. Yeah, again, thank you all for being here. Appreciate you guys spending time with us, and love you all. Have a great day, everyone. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.